Hello, Dr. Adri, are you with us? Wait. Or we can continue first with the Dr. Wang Silri. Are you with us, Dr. Wang Silri?
Yes, I'm with you. Can you hear me clearly?
Okay, I can hear you clearly. So I give you opportunity now since Dr. Saadi is not here yet. So
yeah,
okay, you can make presentation. Thank you.
All right, thank you. I'll share the slide first. Okay, can you see my slides now?
Okay, I can see clearly.
All right, I will go to the first slides. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. It's my great honor to be given a chance by the organizer to present my research work in the first Universitas Jambi-RD World Conference Management and Social Sciences. My name is Dr. Wang. I'm from Faculty of Art, Computing and Creative Industry, University Pendidikan Sultan Idris. The topic that I'm going to present today is about optimization based on adaptive evolutionary algorithm. Basically, it is referring to a type of artificial intelligence techniques. Okay, this is the content that I'm going to present today. Okay, it is about optimization evolutionary algorithm, which belong to AI, differential evolution, one type of evolutionary algorithm, the problem in using it, which is related to parameter setting, and then what we are going to propose to solve the problem. All right. Okay, I'll share a short video regarding the use of AI in real-world application, a short one. Okay, probably that's all, just to have a glimpse of what actually AI can do. Next one, I'll show you another slide, which is about the simulation of robot. Okay, I'll just drag it. As you can see, basically it's just about formation, land formation by 50 robots without human interference. The robots learn how to form a line between the two dots without the use of human interference. All right, and then slowly at the end of the clip, you can see that they are able to form a straight line, a lane, without the interference of humans. Okay, probably that's all for the video clip. Okay, so basically what I'm going to talk today is about optimization. Okay, in reality, in real world situation, decision making was being optimized by human in order to solve complex problem. Okay, optimization refers to action or decision of choosing the best available situation, resource, or option to achieve a particular targeted objective. Therefore, artificial intelligence, specifically evolutionary algorithm, which I call it as EA, is widely applied to solve various types of optimization problems, owing to its capability to solve complex and uncertain problems. So previously, this is the way of solving a task. Now the autonomous optimization trend has become like this, whereby artificial intelligence are used to optimize the complex problems. Okay. EA or evolutionary algorithm was previously used to solve stationary optimization, but there is a shift or paradigm in AI capability. It has been shifted from solving static problems to dynamic and complex problems. This is what we know in reality is the only things that is not changed in this world is change. We keep on having new problem and complex problem. Therefore, previous model, optimal model, which can be used to solve pretty old or maybe a previous problem, may not necessarily can be used to solve current and new problem. Therefore, we need an artificial intelligence, or in my research is about EA, that is able to self-organize with minimum interference, and it also able to deal with unpredictable dynamics of complex systems and allow the integration of interaction and institutional setting. In other words, the algorithm itself need to have self-adaptability. So there is a trend that the problem has changed from static to dynamic, and EA can be used to solve it. So one of the example of optimization problem is the simple one. What we try to do is minimization of a quadratic function. This can be easily done by some of the mathematical model, such as differential equation. But the problem will become complex and hard to be solved if, let's say, your problem is involving this kind of function, what we call as six-hump camelback function. It basically is one of the functions that is used to evaluate evolutionary algorithms. Okay. In reality, we hardly know what kind of characteristic that a problem has, which make the problem solving difficult because they usually do not possess very nice mathematical properties as required by the algorithms. Therefore, the performance at EA is usually evaluated over well-known benchmark problem. This is some of the one of the example of benchmark problem used to evaluate. IEEE Congress or CEC, usually yearly they will propose benchmark function to test EAs. And the latest one you can easily find from this website. And what I like to show is just some of the benchmark function that is used to evaluate EA. These are some of them that have been used in my research to evaluate how good is our proposed algorithm. And this is some of the graphical visualization for the benchmark problem. Okay, as you can see, it's very complex and it's very hard to be solved by some mathematical techniques. Okay, so EA is very useful in solving this kind of complex complex function. Okay, evolutionary is start with an iterative process starting from initialization, variation, function evaluation, and selection. And a population of solution will be initialized by the algorithm. And then the populations of solution will keep on going through the iterative process until the solution is able to achieve the targeted function, targeted objective. Okay, so there are various types of evolutionary algorithms, such as the one that probably some of you have heard before is genetic algorithm, or maybe genetic programming, differential evaluation, particle swarm optimization. These are the common evolutionary algorithms that used to solve complex optimization. And the difference between the algorithms lie on the variation and also the selection process. All right. So differential evolution is one of the more prominent branch of EA. Okay, it possesses some savvy traits in terms of exploration and exploitation to find optimal solution. However, and the main strength, what is the strength of DE is very simple, it's very robust, and it is computationally efficient. However, the technique itself or the algorithm itself still rely heavily on the need to specify parameters from user in order to achieve an appropriate performance. And the performance depends on the setting of population size, mutation, scale factor, and crossover, meaning that if a user would like to use the AI technique to solve a complex optimization, they need to know how to set the parameters. Okay, this means that the performance of DE is parameter dependent. It depends on the 4 parameters. This is a framework of DE, how actually it works. But the parameter settings is depend on the parameter dependent. It is problem dependent, and it also user dependent, which make the problem of using the algorithm to solve optimization problem a bit difficult. Therefore, these DE parameters, these are the 4 DE parameters, which I represented by using MP, which refer to population size, F refer to the scale factor, CR refer to the crossover rate, and M is the selection of mutation. These are the 4 parameters that will affect the performance of DE. In other words, it means that a constant configuration of parameters is not able to solve all types of optimization problems. what we need is a way of allowing the algorithm to dynamically find the appropriate parameters to solve the given optimization problem. As you can see here, different parameters will have different adverse effect on the performance of DE. What we need actually an adaptation in DE so that the DE is able to dynamically solve the given optimization problem. Various DE has been invented to solve parameter complexity, have been invented to solve parameter setting problem. However, the complexity increases if it involves modified DE. For example, the modified DE can be categorized into 3 main categories. Genetic parameter, whereby the modification involving genetic parameter, genetic operator, structure, and also the use of hybrid. Instead, what we propose is we do not change any modification on the DE algorithm. We still use back the original DE. What we propose is apply the adaptation in the original differential evolution. And the types of adaptation categories in DE parameters can be categorized in the 3 types. Okay, the first one is number, depends on the number of adaptive parameter. The second one is involving the involvement of additional component. Lastly is about the adaptiveness level. What we propose here is belong to the first category, whereby the algorithm that we propose able to self-adapt all the parameters without human interference. So this is the framework that has been proposed by in our research, whereby adaptation scheme is used to dynamically change the parameters of the 4 parameters used in the differential evolution. So our algorithm itself also going through evolution from the first model that we proposed in 2015 until the recent model 2020. So what we will see is all of the model that we have proposed do not use constant configuration of parameters. Instead, the algorithm itself can dynamically change during the evolution. And the efficiency and effectiveness of our model improved from 2015 until the current one. Okay, so this has been supported with the QM measure. QM measure is actually a measurement used to measure the balance between convergence speed and probability convergence, which means that it actually measures the effectiveness of the algorithm to solve the problem in a faster way. And then our model has been tested into 20 to 34 different benchmark functions. The lower is the QM measure, the more competitive is the model. So based on the results shown in our work, these are referred to the work that we have been done. These 2 belong to our model. The last 2 models belong to our proposed model. As you can see, our latest model has the lowest QM measure. It means that it has higher competitiveness as compared to the compared algorithm. So what is the focus of our current research is to apply adaptive DE in some of the real-world applications. One of them is disaster relief logistics scheduling. The second one is learning aid in education. The third one is gene selection in cancer classification. And lastly is about electrocardiogram classification. Now we hope that the feasibility of our proposed DE in this research area will be fruitful. Besides, we also hope that with the exposure of our work, we hope that AI, the potential of AI will be unleashed so that it can be applied also in management as well as social science. That's all for my presentation today. And these are the references that been included in my presentation.
Thank you, Dr. Wan. Yeah, very nice presentation. So, okay, everybody. Okay, everybody, I open one question only to Dr. Wang Shirley.
All right.
Please, if there is questions.
There's no question so far.
There is no question so far. Okay, I think, yeah, everybody is clear enough about your presentation and it is very useful for us. Thank you for Dr. Shirley.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me to join your conference. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. The committee, please present the certificate for Dr. Wang Shirley. Pak Amron?
Oh, I didn't start my video, so I didn't have a look. You all can see. Hi.
Pak Amron? Pak Amron, the certificates for Dr. Wang Shirley? Wait, I call.
It's okay, no problem.
Okay, this is your certificate, Dr. Wang Shirley, as the keynote speaker. Yeah, thank you again and again. Thank you so much. So hopefully for the next opportunity, you can join again with us. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you. Now we continue with the, so Dr. Saadi Ahmad is here. Are you with us, Dr. Saadi Ahmad? From University Utara, Malaysia? Okay. Yeah, Dr. Saadi, I see your note here. So you can make presentation now. Hello?
Okay. Hello, Professor. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Yeah, fine,
okay.
so far.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
All right. Okay, so I would like to share my screen now.
Okay.
Okay, Doctor. Okay, Prof, can you see my PowerPoint slide?
Very clear.
Okay, Alhamdulillah. All right. A very good afternoon to all of you. My name is Adri bin Ahmad Kamarudin from School of Quantitative Sciences, University Utara Malaysia. So first of all, I would like to say thank you to Professor as the moderator. The other professors who are joining this session, doctors, as well as the other members of the floor. So today I would like to present to you about POTSOT. POTSOT is the short name of Portable Domestic Solar Drying Cabinet. Well, this is an innovation actually. So this innovation that I have created is upon drying cabinet, which means it is used to dry food. Okay. So what first come across my mind when I first developed this particular product is I take a look upon the surrounding at University Utara Malaysia, whereby University Utara Malaysia is a university in the green forest. So what I can see is that, well, this university is very, what we call green, very, very beautiful. You should come to UUM. And I could see that it is such a waste if we do not take good care of the surroundings and the, what we call terrain at UUM as a whole. All right. So let me show you this particular video. This is what I meant just now. So this is our campus in Sintok, Kedah. So UUM is somehow very green, and UUM is situated at the northern part of Malaysia. UUM is also known as the Eminent Management University. So as you can see over here, lots of lecturers and students, they will jog around the campus. The campus is very green. So this is the convocation building. This is the convocation building. And it is huge. So as you can see over here, okay, what motivate me, okay, upon the developing of that product is that, okay, why not? Okay, this university is so beautiful. So I think we should take good care of the surroundings. So where should I start? Okay, how can I contribute at least a bit to this university? And I come across this particular innovation, all right, whereby it can be extended to the use at the households, okay, among the communities around the world. So, okay, upon that product, okay, I will show to you the picture very soon. So let me tell you a bit. Okay, this particular product, okay, is parallel with the sustainable management of food. So by definition, okay, sustainable management of food is systemic method that aims to minimize wasted food and its related impacts over the entire life cycle, beginning with the use of natural resources, processing, sales, and usage, and ending with the decision on recovery on final disposal. So as you can see over here, waste in Malaysia is recorded that food is the highest waste thrown at 44.5%, followed by plastic at 19%. All this food ends up in the landfill. Just imagine. So Malaysians produce 15,000 metric tons of food waste every day. So 3,000 tons daily are the food that was edible before it was thrown, which means that we can see that 20%, well, 3,000 divided by 15,000, we will get 1/5, right? So it is 20%. So 20% actually are edible food. So you can see over here, Malaysia is very dependent to the landfill to manage the 95% waste that is generated daily. So this would be the statistic, and here is the source. All right, so the consequence of organic waste to a landfill, it will contribute towards the pollution to the river and groundwater, and then to the landfill, as well as the, you can see there's the release of methane gas as well as carbon dioxide gas. So these will lead towards climate change, okay? So this particular product that I have developed, okay, is already copyrighted at UUM. So this product that you can see, okay, compared to the existing ones, this product is made of tempered glass, whereby in the market, which is used for salted fish industry, which is bulky and huge, all right, they are made of wood. Okay, and this particular product is portable, and it is not bulky, it is user-friendly, and it can also be wall-mounted. So to make it IoT related, okay, so I installed sensors, okay, in order to detect the humidity. So I want to check whether the food is ready to be taken or not from this particular cabinet, okay, for us to consume. And then this particular product is also suitable for any type of living units, offices, and restaurants. And then it is suitable for worldwide use. And then this product is also to train our community to appreciate food. So let us take a look at this particular video. And we also like to focus on halal and clean food drying process, whereby no dogs or cats, okay, will cross our food that we dry in our cabinet. So this is what we want to highlight as well. So this product can also be used to dry fruits and fishes. For example, okay, we can also make potpourris. Okay, for example, from the flowers, okay, at our homes, okay, around what we call around our lawn, and then what we do is that we just collect the flowers and then we can dry them using our product, and then we can make potpourris as well. So as you can see over here, here is the sensor. So this sensor consists of two types of sensors, which are humidity as well as temperature. Okay, so how does this sensor works in pot salt? So let us take a look. How does these sensors, okay, work in our pot salt? So this particular sensor is actually wired, okay, and we aim to change this to solar panel soon, so that it is what we call renewable energy efficiency. Okay, so based on the product that we have right now, we just use the app to monitor our sensors. So here it goes. So this is what I want to highlight as well, which is to transform the waste into money, which means, okay, the food that we have dried, for example, the potpourris just now I mentioned, right? Okay, we can sell them, so we can generate income. So this will be the achievement of PotSort recently. So for this particular prototype, we already gained a bronze medal. Okay, we already again bronze medal. So what we need to do now is that we need to improve the prototype so that it can be ACDC, which means that it can also we can also use the what we call the ACDC electric socket for the drying process. And then for that particular project just now of pot sort, we also extend this particular project to SACOP, which means that we collaborate with UNIMAP, okay, UNIMAP, which means University Malaysia Police, okay, to develop smart compost bin. So let us take a look upon this compost bin. For this particular product on compost bin, we recently won 1 gold medal. So besides then drying food, we can also change the food that we eat or we throw away, okay, to compost. This compost can be used for agriculture purposes. So as you can see over here, our compost bin is also made from used barrel. And we also implemented sensors or we also installed sensors into this particular product. The similar sensors.
Okay, Dr. Adri, your time is just 2 minutes.
Oh, okay. So in terms of idea execution, all right, everything must be based on observation. So what is the problem? And then I read articles and I try to relate with my own expertise. So because I'm a statistician, how can I relate to my expertise would be real-time data, which means from the census, I can analyze the data using statistics. All right, and then after I can see that the product has a potential, I apply a grant. So I apply a grant at Center for Testing Measurement at Appraisal SETMA UUM. And then I send for copyright at UUM. I copyrighted the design. And then I go for product development using the grant that I have received. And then I join product competition. And from there, from the from the product that I have developed, I try to propose several prototypes. And then we are going to compare the performance. And due to that, we will write articles upon those prototypes, okay? The performance of those prototypes. And then we could see that we could also do some product enhancement. And from here, we can do collaboration. And then from the collaboration, we can also apply more grants. And then and the next related product development. And then we can also bring this research that we have done into class. So we can tell our students that we have done statistics. Okay, we have done the research, we have joined competition, and we also develop the product. And we can teach our students on how to develop products as well. So upon the paper just now that I mentioned, the paper writing, okay, the technical paper will be sent to IAs. So this is what I would like to what we call promote to all of you. Okay, you can go to IAS 2021. This is by SQS, which is my faculty right now. Okay, so we are going to have this big data waves conference. And those who want to publish in book chapter, you can also take a look at this particular link that I've given you. And at SQS, my faculty are going to have a new journal called Journal of Computational Innovation and Analytics. So in terms of the acknowledgement, I would like to thank you to set my NRMC UUM for the research grant, this DECO that I mentioned just now. And then we aim actually, okay, for all the innovations, we aim Malaysia's with zero waste home. And for the next project, okay, we have in mind, okay, systematic parallel gardening, which is SISPAC. So those who want to collaborate, you can always contact me at this particular email, saadi.ahmad.kamarudin@uum.edu.my. Because I believe when we develop a product, we can also write articles on that particular product. So we can now have two different things. We can have product, we can have paper, and soon we can have patents from the products that we have developed. So we can have so many things. So it all started with an idea. So thank you very much. So let all of us change the waste to money. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Saadi. It is good presentation and it is good idea to change the waste to be money. Yeah, yes, very nice. We will try, yeah, in Indonesia especially.
Thank you.
Okay,
Prof.
the committee, please give the certificate for Dr. Saadi. Hello, Pak Amron, please give the certificate to Dr. Saadi. Pak Iksan, the certificate, please. Okay, Dr. Saadi, this is the certificate for you as the keynote speaker for your participation in this international conference, world conference. Thank you again. We hope that for the next opportunity you can join again.
Thank you, Prof.
Okay, thank you. So now for the next keynote speaker is Al Busro Basdur, the ambassador of Indonesia to Ethiopia, Djibouti, and African Union. Yeah. So are you with us?
Yes, Prof. I'm here. Prof Joko, how are you? Apa kabar, Pak?
Kabar baik. Nah, bagaimana di Ethiopia atau di mana?
Di Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, Pak.
Oke, Bapak Addis Ababa, ya. Gembira sekali. Addis Ababa.
Terima kasih, Pak. Yes, terima kasih. Thank you very much, Prof. Joko Suyono, my new good friend, Pak Professor Ihsan and other friends, the speakers, my dear friends, ahli dan dosen seluruh Indonesia. Senang sekali. This is for the second time for me to joining you, Pak Joko dan kawan-kawan. Thank you very much. This is adalah suatu kehormatan untuk saya untuk bisa bersama teman-teman. From Africa, especially from Addis Ababa, I just want to share with you all, my dear friends, about the potentials, opportunity, and also some challenges that we can tap here, because as we know that Africa quite far from Indonesia. Sorry, I was asked, to speak in bahasa Indonesia. Maybe I can mix English and Indonesia, right? So, terima kasih Bapak Ibu. And now I'm talking bicara tentang Afrika, sebuah negara Afrika yang sudah kita kenal lama, tetapi masih banyak kesempatan yang belum kita manfaatkan, dan ini saya mencoba untuk share with you a little bit some information. Okay, now please, Mehdi, my slide. Okay. My dear friends, Africa, this is what for our friends of Tawana Coupe said from the University of Pretoria. Africa is a continent on the rise, where economic performance has proved resilience despite turbulent international events. But Africa is also a continent of contradiction and complexity. For what? Although the percentage of the person living in poverty has declined, but in fact, the absolute number of poor has increased and striking level of inequality persists. Right? Okay, next. All right, my dear friends, I'd like to take your attention to see Indonesia-Africa relations, the milestones, what we had in the past. First, pada tahun 1955, I believe everybody, all of us remember that in Bandung, we hosted and we organized Asia-Africa Conference and followed by the commemoration summit, right? Nah, ini setiap tahun kita, setiap 5 tahun atau 10 tahun kita peringati. Tahun ini juga kita akan merayakan atau memperingati very historical conference itu ya. Nah, tahun 2018 we had a conference or forum, so-called Indonesia-Africa Forum, and a year after that we organized Indonesia-Africa Infrastructure Dialogue. So both forum, both meeting itu fokus untuk meningkatkan kerjasama ekonomi antara Indonesia dan negara-negara Afrika. Kalau kita lihat di bawah ada foto, itu adalah foto Konferensi Asia Afrika di Bandung tahun 1955. Next. Kawan-kawan, Indonesia terus memperbarui komitmen untuk engage, untuk involve, dan meningkatkan cooperation dengan Afrika. Jadi Indonesia itu takes a greater role in African development. Nah, ini sebagaimana disampaikan oleh Ibu Menteri Luar Negeri bahwa Indonesia wants to be part of development in Africa, just like Indonesia wanted Africa to be part of Indonesian development, right? Ada dua perkembangan yang penting dan menarik yang harus kita ikuti dengan baik kalau di Afrika ini, yaitu AFCFTA, African Continental Free Trade Area. Nah, ini sengaja dibentuk, diciptakan untuk meningkatkan ekonomi Afrika. A single continent wide market for goods and services. Nah, AFCFTA ini sudah berlaku sejak 1 Januari tahun ini, Bapak Ibu, my good friends. Starting from the January the 1st, 2021, sudah berlaku. Ada lagi yang menarik yaitu African Vision 2063 atau Agenda 2063. Apa itu? Next. Yaitu suatu blueprint yang merupakan master plan bagi transforming Africa into the global powerhouse of the future. Next. Tadi Profesor Joko menyebutkan saya juga diassign untuk organisasi negara-negara Afrika itu berjumlah 55 negara. Organisasinya itu namanya African Union ya. Jadi markas dari African Union itu located in Addis Ababa, not far from our embassy. Dari saya tempat duduk sekarang ini hanya 1,5 kilometer saja. Nah, ini adalah markasnya. Tapi saya akan kembali nomor 1 dulu, Meti, kembali ke peta Afrika. Yes. Nah, inilah Afrika, kawan-kawan, sebuah benua yang sangat besar dengan segala potensinya itu. Ada 55 negara di sini dan punya penduduk 1,3 miliar. Ya. Nah, saya juga baru mendapatkan catatan bahwa di benua ini terdapat yang officially recognized itu sekitar 1.250 lembaga pendidikan tinggi di benua ini, sangat banyak ya. Nah, mahasiswa Afrika juga banyak belajar di berbagai negara di luar negeri, termasuk di Indonesia dengan berbagai skema beasiswa, dharma siswa, lalu kemitraan negara berkembang dan lain-lain. Kembali lagi, Mati. Nah, my dear friends, in African continent we have 17 missions ya. Ada 16 kedutaan besar dan ada 1 konsulat jenderal Republik Indonesia di Afrika Selatan. Dan kita juga mempunyai 2 kantor perwakilan dagang ITPC, yaitu di Lagos, Nigeria, dan juga di Afrika Selatan. Dan sebentar lagi kita juga merencanakan menambah 1 lagi embassy di Afrika ini untuk menunjang diplomasi kita di Afrika. Next. Nah, apa kekuatan Afrika ditinjau dari sisi bagaimana benua ini membangun? Yang pertama adalah adanya karakteristik dari Afrika yang relentless to to improving themselves through education. Jadi Afrika, negara-negara Afrika, pemerintah dan non-pemerintah sangat menyadari the importance of education to develop especially their human resources ya. Nah, lalu kemudian adalah the role atau kontribusi dari diaspora to the development of the country itu sangat-sangat besar sekali. African Union memperkirakan diaspora Afrika ini 112,6 juta ya penduduk orang. Kalau kita lihat diaspora African diaspora ini 112 juta itu equal dengan jumlah penduduk Ethiopia saat ini. Jadi my dear friends, the number of the population of Ethiopia now is about 120 million. Nah, equal itu diaspora jumlah diaspora Afrika itu. Dan 112 juta ini menempatkan Ethiopia sebagai negara nomor 2 terbesar penduduknya di benua Afrika. Nah, mereka banyak itu bersebaran berkarya di Eropa, Amerika, Timur Tengah dan lain-lain. Nah, lalu kemudian yang ketiga, African people itu sangat menyadari pentingnya foreign language ya. Sejak usia dini mereka sudah menggunakan bahasa yang digunakan secara global dan internasional, yaitu bahasa Prancis, Inggris dan lain-lain. Bahkan di Ethiopia sendiri bahasa Inggris mereka anak-anak muda sangat-sangat bagus, sangat-sangat bagus. Next. Nah, coba kita lihat penghargaan, perhatian dan juga facilities yang diberikan kepada para scientist, para ilmuwan di Afrika ini sejak 2019 sudah ada suatu namanya award ya, Kwame Ngurah yang diberikan oleh African Union, dan 2 orang ini sudah menerima penghargaan itu karena karya-karya mereka, jurnal di dalam dan di luar negeri. Next. Ini adalah sejumlah, this is some of the top universities in Africa, yaitu silakan Bapak Ibu nanti baca, saya akan share paparan saya ini, cukup banyak. Next. Oke, now perkembangan riset di Afrika ini sangat pesat sekali. Walaupun juga ada beberapa kendala ya, nanti saya akan sampaikan. Yang pertama, Afrika represent the youngest and fastest growing population in the world dengan jumlah 1,3 miliar penduduk tadi. Yang kedua adalah African represent the oldest and the most diverse genome in the world. Lalu Afrika carries about 25% of the global disease burden. Lalu yang keempat, scientific research is the vital driver of economies. Currently, the African continent's scientists output present less than 2.6% of the world share. Ini data-data ini sebetulnya memberikan suatu ideas, spirit dan juga semangat sebetulnya bagi kita di Indonesia, terutama kawan-kawan yang di perguruan tinggi. Ini adalah kesempatan. Ini adalah kesempatan. Dan kalau boleh saya juga bisa menyarankan, perlu kita pikirkan dari sekarang adanya suatu forum untuk mengadakan konsultasi, forum komunikasi, exchange experience dan best practices with African universities, African higher education institutions. Next. Nah, apa keuntungannya? Afrika adalah sebuah wilayah benua yang sangat vital. Karena apa? Luasnya, jumlah penduduknya, human resources-nya, dan juga resources-nya, economic resources. Jadi bahan-bahan kekayaan alam di beberapa negara di Afrika ini sangat tinggi, walaupun tidak merata, berbeda satu daerah dan daerah lainnya. Dan ya, sebentar, ada gangguan. Nah, some of the fastest growing economies in the world are in Africa. Jadi Bapak Ibu, ada 6 yang tertinggi di dunia, pertumbuhan ekonomi yang tercepat di dunia itu 6 negara ada di Afrika. Nanti kita lihat nanti ya. Lalu Africa is the continent of thousands of languages and culture and paralleled eco diversity and over 1 billion vibrant and innovative Africans. Next. Ini coba kita lihat kawan-kawan. Next. Ini adalah sejumlah negara yang pada tahun 2019 ini, sebelum COVID, before COVID ya, pandemi. Itu pertumbuhan ekonomi yang tertinggi di Afrika. 10 terbesar itu adalah Libya, Ethiopia, tempat saya sekarang ini nih, Profesor Joko ya, itu 8,5. Dan khusus untuk Ethiopia saya bisa infokan bahwa pada tahun 2007 sampai tahun 2017, pertumbuhan ekonomi Ethiopia itu tertinggi di kawasan, berada rata-rata di atas 10% selama hampir kurang lebih 10 tahun. Dan berikutnya, Rwanda, Ghana, dan seterusnya. Nah, inilah pertumbuhan ekonomi menurut IMF tahun 2019. Next. Nah, ini adalah Ethiopia, sebuah negara yang landlocked, tidak punya laut. Penduduk tadi saya sampaikan 112 juta, artinya sama dengan, equal dengan jumlah diaspora Afrika, totally. Dan saya tambahkan sedikit, Ethiopia adalah negara atau tempat di mana hijrah pertamanya sahabat-sahabat Nabi Muhammad SAW, bahkan sebelum hijrah ke Madinah, namanya itu adalah Najesi. Kira-kira 900 km dari kota Addis Ababa, di mana saya ada sekarang ini. Ada negara Djibouti di sebelah timur, itu adalah negara yang sangat penting, punya pelabuhan yang bagus, terbesar di Afrika. 95% goods dari Ethiopia itu pergi, masuk, dan keluar itu melalui pelabuhan Djibouti. Di situ terdapat 5 pangkalan angkatan laut negara-negara besar di dunia. Next. Ini adalah Ethiopia, ini KBRI kita, kedutaan besar kita. Saya berada di sini sekarang, Pak Joko dan kawan-kawan. Kita dengan Ethiopia membuka hubungan diplomatik 1961. Jadi tahun ini exactly 60 years our diplomatic relations. Jadi kita akan ada anniversary dengan Djibouti tahun 94. Next. Ini beberapa fakta tentang Ethiopia. Dengan penduduk saya sudah sampaikan tadi, GDP sekian. Lalu kemudian di sini terdapat 5 investasi perusahaan Indonesia di Ethiopia, antara lain Indomie, sabun B29, dan Garment, menempatkan Ethiopia sebagai negara kedua terbesar berinvestasi di benua Afrika. Lalu sebagai diplomatic capital of Africa, karena ada African Union, ada juga kantor PBB di sini. Lalu 86% sungai air dari Sungai Nil itu yang mengalir ke Mesir itu berasal dari sini. Asal kopi dan tidak pernah dijajah ini negara ini. Next. Ini adalah kota Addis Ababa sekarang ini. Persepsi kita di Indonesia masih perlu diupdate karena sebagian besar, hampir 90% pengetahuan bangsa Indonesia, sahabat-sahabat kita di Indonesia, Ethiopia itu seperti masih tahun 84-86 di mana ada kelaparan, kematian 1,2 juta orang meninggal. Next. Ini adalah hubungan bilateral kita tahun 68. Gambar yang sebelah kanan itu Emperor Haile Selassie itu berkunjung ke Indonesia tahun 68. Next. MOU pertama perguruan tinggi Indonesia dengan Ethiopia ditandatangani tahun 2016. antara Universitas Bahirdar di sini dengan Universitas 11 Maret Surakarta, Indonesia. Dan banyak sekali perguruan tinggi di Ethiopia memiliki kerjasama dengan berbagai pendidikan, lembaga pendidikan, dan riset internasional. Next. Ini sangat berkembang di Afrika. Sudah sangat berkembang di mana-mana, termasuk di Ethiopia. Industri 4.0 ini ya. Dan ini yang mendorong pertumbuhan, pembangunan, dan perkembangan Afrika. Next. Tantangannya apa? Tidak banyak tantangannya, sebetulnya hanya satu saja. Kita kurang mendapatkan informasi terkini, limited knowledge tentang situasi Afrika, Ethiopia, dan beberapa negara lainnya. Oleh karena itu, kita perlu meningkatkan G2G, P2P, dan informasi melalui media agar lebih baik lagi, agar lebih masif lagi informasi-informasi seperti ini. Next. Kawan-kawan bisa mengikuti informasi tentang Afrika, khususnya Ethiopia, antara lain melalui The Bee Siblings, yaitu channel YouTube ya. Atau juga bisa melalui buku yang saya luncurkan 6 bulan yang lalu, next, mengenai Ethiopia, catatan saya. Nah, saya ingin menambahkan sebelum saya mengakhiri, Profesor Joko, kawan-kawan, bahwa saya ingin mendorong dan mengencourage kawan-kawan untuk lebih banyak memperhatikan, memfokuskan perhatian untuk hadir di benua Afrika ini. Karena apa? Kita sudah hadir, tetapi masih sangat terbatas. Tadi saya sampaikan melalui pemberian beasiswa, lalu riset, tapi masih sangat terbatas. Cina, saya sebut satu ya, Cina. Di Ethiopia saja, setiap tahun mereka memberikan beasiswa untuk 1.000 orang. Saya baru minggu yang lalu ketemu dengan seorang dirjen di Kementerian Luar Negeri Ethiopia. Disampaikan kepada saya, setiap tahun Cina memberikan 1.000 beasiswa, full, tercover semuanya. Dan untuk Afrika, Cina memberikan 10.000 beasiswa, ya, untuk semua untuk Afrika keseluruhan. Dan saat ini terdapat sekitar 2.500 mahasiswa Afrika yang belajar di India. Di Ethiopia saja, saya berbicara dengan Duta Besar India di sini. Nah, besok saya akan ketemu dengan Duta Besar India juga, makan siang. Jadi mereka beliau menyampaikan kepada saya bahwa sekarang ini terdapat 2.000 orang profesor, lecturer dari India yang mengajar di banyak perguruan tinggi yang ada di Ethiopia saja. Saya belum bicara tentang Afrika. Di Ethiopia saja ada 2.000 profesor. Lalu saya juga ketemu dengan Duta Besar Kazakhstan. Ternyata dari Kazakhstan, negara yang kita kenal dengan baik, ternyata Kazakhstan juga mengirim profesornya ke Ethiopia. Tidak hanya profesor, tetapi juga guru-guru di sekolah menengah, sekolah dasar. Filipina. Nah, besok siang saya akan makan siang dengan 3 orang guru dari Filipina. Guru dari Filipina itu ternyata sudah bertahun-tahun dan sangat banyak mengajar di Ethiopia ini. Saya belum bicara Afrika. Dan untuk kawan-kawan ketahui, Indonesia, sebagai penutup, Indonesia adalah satu-satunya negara di Asia Tenggara yang memiliki duta besar dan KBRI secara fisik, namanya Residence Ambassador di Ethiopia. Hanya kita. Nah, sementara Ethiopia memiliki kedutaan besar di Jakarta, didirikan sejak tahun 2016, itu adalah satu-satunya kedutaan besar Ethiopia yang ada di Asia Tenggara. Next. Demikian saja Profesor Joko, kawan-kawan, mudah-mudahan paparan singkat ini bermanfaat. Terima kasih. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sangat menarik sekali Pak Dubes.
Siap.
Kalau saya melihat banyak profesor-profesor dari negara lain yang mengajar di Ethiopia, ada nggak data berapa orang dosen atau profesor dari Indonesia yang ngajar di Ethiopia? Ada nggak Pak Dubes? Ini
penting sekali saya sampaikan dan memang belum saya masukkan dalam paparan saya. Sayang sekali Pak. Untuk saat ini, sejak saya datang, ini saya sudah 2 tahun 1 bulan Pak di sini, dan juga sebelum-sebelumnya belum ada catatan di KBRI atau masyarakat Indonesia yang ada di Ethiopia yang mengetahui adanya dosen profesor, guru, atau tenaga pendidik ya dari Indonesia di Ethiopia ini. Dan juga belum atau tidak ada mahasiswa Indonesia yang belajar di Ethiopia. Zero sampai sekarang, Pak. Tetapi memang harapan kita itu sebetulnya adalah profesor, dosen, tenaga ahli. Ini yang sebetulnya kita harapkan bisa berkolaborasi, berbagi ilmu, berbagi pengalaman, terutama di Ethiopia ini, Pak. Karena apa? Kita dari sisi pendidikan, saya yakin kawan-kawan ahli dan para dosen Indonesia ini adalah orang-orang yang sangat hebat, orang-orang yang sangat dibutuhkan sebetulnya untuk Afrika, tidak hanya Ethiopia, Prof. Joko, sangat dibutuhkan. Nah, ini yang perlu kita pikirkan sekarang. Ada dua tantangan, Pak. Tiga tantangan sebetulnya untuk melakukan kerjasama dengan Afrika, termasuk Ethiopia. Yang pertama adalah keterbatasan dana yang mereka miliki, Pak. Jadi kalau kita ingin mengadakan suatu proyek kerjasama, katakanlah MOU tadi atau joint research dan lain-lain, kita harus mempertimbangkan coverage fundingnya, gitu Pak ya. Jadi itu persoalan pertama. Yang kedua adalah masih terbatasnya beberapa inovasi-inovasi, tetapi ini tidak di seluruh Afrika. Ada beberapa negara Afrika yang cukup kuat di bidang inovasi-inovasi baru. Dan yang ketiga itu adalah masih terdapat istilahnya di sini low research outputnya masih terbatas, Pak. Jadi tiga itu, Profesor Joko, kalau kita bisa melihatnya dan mengamatinya, ini salah satu yang harus kita perhatikan. Dan saya yakin saya ingin menginformasikan juga kepada kawan-kawan. Sebulan yang lalu saya dinas ke Indonesia dan saya bertemu dengan banyak pimpinan perguruan tinggi dan sebelumnya 2 tahun yang lalu, dan saya juga banyak komunikasi dengan kawan-kawan di universitas. Ternyata sebetulnya di Indonesia banyak sekali minat untuk mengadakan kerjasama dengan berbagai perguruan tinggi, pendidikan tinggi di Afrika, khususnya Ethiopia. Saya mencatat sekarang ini ada 3 atau 4 yang sedang menjadi PR saya untuk menindaklanjuti adanya keinginan kawan-kawan di Indonesia untuk mengadakan kerjasama dengan berbagai perguruan tinggi di Ethiopia. Dan itu kelihatannya sudah sangat berjalan bagus. Dan kemarin saya sharing juga dengan beberapa kawan-kawan, saya juga mengadakan suatu acara, meluncurkan program yang baru, correspondence antar students, dan 2 minggu yang lalu saya bertemu lagi dengan universitas, namanya Adama Science and Technology University, yang juga sangat ingin mengadakan kerjasama dengan Indonesia. Jadi keinginan perguruan tinggi di Indonesia untuk bekerja sama dengan Ethiopia itu juga gayung bersambut, Pak. Justru sebetulnya dari Ethiopia itu ingin sekali, banyak perguruan tinggi di Ethiopia yang ingin sekali mengadakan hubungan dan kerjasama dengan kita di Indonesia. Ini kelihatannya menjadi PR saya, dan saya sangat berterima kasih kalau Profesor Joko dan kawan-kawan nanti bisa memberikan assignment ke saya supaya segera saya tindak lanjuti. Terima kasih, Pak Joko.
Siap. Jadi semoga nanti kita dari Adri dan para profesor ini ada yang berkenan untuk mengajar di Ethiopia dan melakukan kerjasama. Sangat menarik sekali.
Baik.
Saya kira dari peserta lain mungkin juga ada yang ingin bertanya. Oke, in this opportunity I open one question. This is the certificate to Pak Busro Basnur.
Thank you very much, Pak. I really appreciate it, Pak. Thank you very much, Pak.
Okay,
salam untuk kawan-kawan, selamat mengikuti acara yang sangat penting ini. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Ya.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih Pak Dubes.
Terima kasih, sama-sama. Assalamualaikum.
Yeah. Okay, so for the next presenter is Dr. Sajat Ali Manggi from the Mued Sahed JA Buto Campus, Pakistan. Yeah. So Dr. Sajat Ali, are you with us now? Ya, Dr. Sajat Ali. Halo, Dr. Sajat Ali. Are you with us?
Yes. Waalaikumsalam.
Ya, waalaikumsalam, Dr. Sajat Ali. So, the time is yours and you can make presentation about 15 minutes. Thank you.
Yes. My slide is visible to you?
Your slide is clear.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you very much, Professor, for giving an opportunity to share my knowledge here with the academicians and the professionals. I, Dr. Sajjad Ali Mangi, working as an assistant professor at the Department of Civil Engineering, Mehran University of Engineering and Technology, Shaheed Zulfikar Ali Bhutto Campus, Khairpur, Meerut, Pakistan. So today, my topic of discussion is the recycling of ceramic tile and the marble powder waste in the concrete production. So as you know that the recycling of the waste produced from the construction industry is very much problem for the environment. So reducing the waste material produced by the construction and demolition site, there is a concept of 3R concept: reduce, recycle, and reuse. So in this study, we recycle the ceramic tile waste in the concrete to produce sustainable concrete. So from the literature review, it was observed that there is there is a very limited research on that material. So in this study, we combine two material and to see the performance of concrete. So we combine ceramic tile waste and the marble powder waste. So what is the waste marble? Waste marble is actually the marble waste that is produced by the marble industry. So which around 50% of the total yield of the natural stone around the globe. So Pakistan, especially Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province, possesses the huge marble reservoirs, 20 to 30% marble block converted into the powder. So the ceramic tile, during the ceramic production, studies have been shown that the 30% of material turns into the waste. So construction and demolition waste contributes around 75%, and that is a very huge percentile. So if the tile aggregates are replaced with the coarse aggregate, so certainly we can get the positive results. So these are the some real pictures during the collection of waste material. So the literature review shows that the study that were conducted in 2019 in country Pakistan, they found that the experimental result showed that the 10% marble powder can be utilized as a cement replacement. And a study in 2019 in India also suggested that the 20% of ceramic waste as an aggregate and 10% marble dust as a replacement of cement. So in a study, in a third study reported from United Kingdom in 2018, this also shows the good strength performances of that concrete. And another study from the South Africa in 2018 were also reported that the mechanical performance of ceramic waste as an aggregate could increase the strength of that particular concrete. And another study from India in 2017, they also suggested that the 10% replacement is an optimum. And another study from Nigeria in 2016 reported that 10% is an optimum value. So in this study, we combine these two materials to check either we can increase the percentage replacement or we can not increase. So continue, this is the aims of the study to evaluate the physical properties of material such as specific gravity, water absorption, bulk density, and sieve analysis. So, and to a second object to determine the workability and compressive strength of concrete with and without marble powder and ceramic tile waste. So these are the materials that were used in the study: cement, fine aggregate, coarse aggregate, marble powder, ceramic tile, and the water. So these are some pictures while preparing the concrete, preparing the ceramic tile into the coarse aggregates. You can see the size is a bigger size, which can retain on 4.75 sieve and pass from 12 mm sieve. So the cylinders were also costed for 150 diameter and 300 mm in length. And concrete mixer, slump cone, wet balance, hammer, electric vibrator, sieve analyze, assembly, oven, compressive testing machine. So these are the equipments were used in the study. So you can see here some snapshots of the experimental study. This is the research methodology of the study. Selection of material is the first initial stage. After the collection of the material, the physical properties of that particular material were evaluated. Then the concrete mix ratio, 1:1.5 and 3 were prepared with the water cement ratio 0.5. The fresh mix property workability were checked, and then the concrete were kept in water for 7 and 28 days. Then the compressive strength were evaluated at 7 and 28 days. And similarly, the density were recorded. So I want to discuss the results of the study. Basic property of the concrete is the compressive strength. So for that, you can see here the replacement percentages. Replacement percentage were 0 and 10 and 10 and 20. So we fix the 10% marble powder as a cement replacement, and we vary the ceramic tile waste by 10, 20 and 30%. So in total, there was 24 specimens were prepared. So these are some pictures of the laboratory works. So here this result shows that the sieve analysis of fine aggregate, which shows the fineness modulus is 4.334, which is within the range of 2.6 to 3.5. So these are the sieve analysis results of coarse aggregate, which shows the fineness modulus is 2.285, which shows that within the range 2.6 to 3.5. So here the ceramic tile passed from 12.7 mm and written from 4.75 sieve were obtained for the mix. The marble powder, which passed from sieve 100, 150 micron, used in the mix as a 10% cement replacement. So these are the specific gravity results. So you can see here the specific gravity of normal coarse aggregate is 2.23 and the specific gravity of ceramic tile waste is 1.90, which shows that we can develop the lightweight concrete as well. The coarse aggregate, this is the water absorption results. The coarse aggregate 9% and ceramic tile is 12%. So these are the results of bulk density. The ceramic tile having the bulk density 1320 kilogram per meter cube, and coarse aggregate 1415 kilogram per meter cube, and fine aggregate 1672. So these are the mix type and slump values. So you can see here the control mix means without waste materials gives the 60 mm slump value. When we add the 10% marble powder and 10% ceramic tile, it gives the 50 mm workability slump value. So when we add the 10% marble powder and 20% ceramic tile, it gives the 40 mm. And when we add the 10% marble powder and 30% ceramic tile, give the 30 mm slump value. So it indicates that the when we add the waste material in the concrete, it reduces the workability of that particular concrete. So these are the results in a graphical manner. So you can see here the results are going reduce when we add the waste material. So these are the densities, and density is also slightly increase when we add the waste material because the marble powder is fine, more fine. So these are the some pictorial representation, and these are the main and compressive strength results. So the control mix gives the 18.83 megapascal at 7 days, and 28 days it gives 22 megapascal. And when we add the 10% marble powder and 10% ceramic tile, it gives the 21 megapascal. And when we add the 10% marble powder and 20% ceramic tile, it gives the 19 megapascal. And when we add 10% marble and 30% ceramic tile, it gives the 20 megapascal. So you can observe here the results of 10 plus 10 is good and near to the control mix. So this is also a graphical representation of the results, and almost the results were near to the control mix. So these are some laboratory tests. And at the conclusion, in this study, the effect of using marble powder and ceramic tile waste on the properties of concrete were studied. And it can be concluded that the compressive strength of concrete with replacement approximately as the conventional concrete with 93% at 10 plus 10%. 10 means 10% marble powder and 10% ceramic tile waste. The workability of concrete with replacement improves the increasing the ratio of replacement, but compressive strength decreases. Partially substitute concrete at the ratio of 10 plus 10 performs better than other replacements. The water absorption as well as the specific gravity values of ceramic tiles are lower than the conventional coarse aggregates. So these are the recommendations. This study recommended that the combined use of marble powder waste and ceramic tile waste in concrete can improve the strength properties of concrete when we cast the concrete for the longer term, means more than 28 days curing. So based on the experimental result, it was found that 10 plus 10% replacement has been recommended as an optimum. So these are the references, few references. So thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Sajid Ali. Yeah, very nice presentation. So everybody, I open one question to Dr. Sajid Ali. Please, if any question.
Thank you.
Hello, no question? Okay, I think your presentation is quite clear, Dr. Sajid Ali. So, and this is your certificate, Dr. Sajid Ali, as the opening and also keynote speech. Yeah, keynote speech. Yeah, we hope that for the next opportunity you will join again with us. Again and again, thank you so much. For the next presenter.
Thank you very much, Prof.
Yeah, thank you. For the next presenter is Ibnu Sulhan, the Council for Information and Socio-Culture Pakistan. Are you with us?
Yes,
Pak Ibnu? Pak Ibnu? Pak Ibnu, are you with us? Ya, Pak Ibnu, I can see you clearly. Bagaimana kabarnya Pak Ibnu?
Alhamdulillah baik, terima kasih Pak sudah mengundang dalam opening dan juga hari pertama World Conference Adri ini. Saya senang sekali bisa berada di antara teman-teman sekalian.
Oke, silakan presentasi Bapak.
Baik, terima kasih Pak. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good afternoon to all of us. Distinguished Professor Joko Siono, distinguished Chairman of Adri World Conference, Dr. Iksan Setiawan. Earlier, there's also a keynote speech by my friend, my good friend, my mentor, my former superior, respected Excellency Ambassador Al-Busra Basnur, Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia to Ethiopia, Djibouti, and African Union. Sebuah kehormatan untuk ada di satu tempat bersama beliau di siang hari ini. And distinguished guests, rectors, speakers, moderators, and participants in the first Adri World Conference in Management and Social Sciences. It's an honor to be here with all of you today. First and foremost, I'd like to extend my gratitude to NAROTAMA University, Universitas Jambi, Universitas Ma'arif Hashim Latif, STKIP Singkawang, dan DPP Adri tentunya for inviting me and for successfully organizing the first Adri World Conference in Management and Social Science. Again, I'm really honored to be here amongst all of you here today. I'm sorry that my keynote speech is not going to be long. It's just going to be short and fast. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, and allow me to introduce myself first. My name is Ibnu Sulhan, and I'm the Vice Consul for Information and Socioculture at the Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia in Karachi, Pakistan. And we're part of the bigger Kementerian Luar Negeri family of Indonesia. And one of our main objectives here as a Consulate General is to build and maintain relationships in terms of cooperation between Indonesia and Pakistan, namely in aspects such as trade, tourism, culture, and most importantly, education. Now, as part of our efforts to promote education cooperation between Indonesia and Pakistan, particularly in the Sindh province, because our area of jurisdiction of Tugas here only consists of the Sindh province in Pakistan. For other provinces in Pakistan, such as Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan, and Gilgit-Baltistan and other provinces are also being managed by our embassy in Islamabad. But for the Sindh province, the Consulate General of the Republic of Indonesia in Karachi continuously maintain good relations with educational institutions from both countries, Indonesia and Pakistan, and encouraging dialogue as well as identifying potential for collaborations that can be exchanged that shall provide mutual benefits to both countries. We are also happy to announce that the Indonesian consulate here has been having good relations with campuses, schools, institutes, and universities across Sindh province, namely the ones that are here and also the ones that are not here. We have developed and continuously maintain good cooperation with them to promote educational cooperations, cultural activities, some of our programs. For example, that our consulate here is hosting an Indonesian language course that is free for everyone. And then we inform these information to all the universities and institutes in the Sindh province. We are also announcing the scholarships that are being provided in Indonesia, such as the KNB scholarship, the Dharma Siswa scholarship, and other form of scholarship hosted by both the Indonesian government and also the private sector to all universities that we have identified in the Sindh province. And we are also happy to see that the academia and intellectual community across Indonesia has also and already been collaborating with various educational institutions in all aspects, some of which that have signed MOUs on cooperation, such as joint research and exchange programs. For example, we have Universitas Airlangga in Surabaya, who has MOU with the ICCBS, International Chemical and Biological Science of Research in University of Karachi. They have an MOU together, and we highly support these initiatives and are looking forward to seeing more collaborations and MOU development in the future. And we're also proud to see great participations from the academia community in Sindh, Pakistan during this event, namely the Mehran University of Engineering and Technology, Shahid Zulfikar Ali Bhutto, Khairpur, and the Quaidi Awam University of Engineering, Sciences and Technology in Shahid Benazirabad. They're both from the Sindh province and they're both from Pakistan, and we're happy to see them in this Adri World Conference. Now, distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, the role of Adri has greatly contributed to the development of quality research and education throughout Indonesia. There's no doubt about that, while encouraging the academia community to pursue and discover new findings in their fields of expertise as part of our collective approach to solve existing and new world problems in the future. We greatly support this consortium, which aims to improve the quality of higher education towards more independent learning. And through this consortium, it is hoped that future graduates and future generations will be increasingly able to answer the needs of today's growing academic and professional demands, especially in the fields of management and social sciences. And we also believe that this initiative will contribute to the development of adaptive and creative approaches to science and to bring in new perspectives in education and research worldwide, especially in the field of management and social sciences. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to speak very long, and I'd like to once again thank the organizers and the entire Adri community for the opportunity. And once again, congratulations for successfully hosting this World Conference. I'm really proud to be a part of this, and I'm hoping to see a lot of new initiatives, a lot of new projects, researches being developed in the future. And I wish the success for this World Conference for the days ahead, and hope that this initiative will pave way into more academic contributions in the future. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much, Pak. Thank you very much, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here amongst all of you today.
Thank you, Mas Ibnu Sulhan. Yeah, very nice presentation for you. So next time we hope that you can help our university in Surabaya, and the member of Adri also would like to make the MOU with the university in Pakistan. Are you ready for this? Ya, tentu saja ya, siap ya. Oke, Adri juga siap. Ya, oke, terima kasih Mas Ibnu. Saya panggil Mas saja, masih muda ini. Saya panggil Mas Ibnu ya. Ya, sertifikatnya Pak Iksan, sertifikat for Mas Ibnu. Pak Iksan. Wait.
Baik, tidak masalah Pak. Kami bisa terima di email nanti sertifikatnya.
Ya, belum siap Pak Iksan? Oke. Pak Iksan, sertifikat untuk Mas Ibnu. Sebentar, Pak Ibnu, sabar sebentar. Pak Iksan itu tadi masih keluar ruangan.
Ya, terima kasih, Prof.
Ya.
Oke.
Ya, ini Mas Ibnu. Ya, sertifikat as keynote speaker. Ya. So, next time we hope that you can help us to make collaboration with university in Pakistan and make the MOU and so on.
Tentu saja, Pak.
Ya, oke, terima kasih. Ya, oke. So now we continue. For the next keynote speaker is Dr. M. Aslizan bin Rasik from the University Malaysia Kelantan. Are you ready with us, Dr. Alizan? Dr. Alizan, are you with us now?
Ada, Pak.
Ada, oke. Okay.
Ada.
So you can make presentation.
Bisa lihat saya punya slide?
Bisa, Prof. Sangat jelas.
Dah lima orang dah tertinggal saya. Saya sepatutnya selepas ni. Saya tunggu. Aduh.
Ya, maaf ada reschedule tadi. Ya, oke.
Okay, Pak. Okay, Assalamualaikum and very good afternoon. My name is Muhammad Ashlizan bin Razik. Currently, I'm attached at University Malaysia Kelantan. So this university is the entrepreneurship university. My topics today is this is my PhD research. One of my student PhD research. So the topics is integrated quality function deployment, or we call it as a QFD for dry bulk terminal improvement in Malaysian ports. Okay, as you know, sea transportation is the one of modes of transportation, and basically it plays a major role for the majority of national and international trades and economic growth. So basically 90% of international cargo move through seaports. So seaport as a gateway for international trade. So for your information, in terms of the cargo, dry bulk sector is the single largest commodity grouping in terms of tons loaded in the context of international seaborne trade. Okay, you can see when we're talking about the cargo handling, I think all of you thinking about the container, okay? But the reality, container only covered 28%. So all of them is the dry and break bulk cargo, okay? Okay, for the high demands from around the world on dry bulk sector causing pressure on the terminal to increase their capacity. So many dry bulk terminals around the world are seriously expanding their capacity due to the high demand for the energy and mineral resources. Talking about the dry bulk, so around the world, asking the demand for dry bulk, let's say iron ore, bauxite. So these particular products useful for produce commodity like stainless steel, iron. So this is a high demand because of the demand, the high demand. So all dry bulk terminal around the world serious pressure on increase their capacity. So this is what happened at the Kuantan port. So for your information, Kuantan port is the one port at eastern in Malaysia, Kuantan Pahang. Okay, so you can see this is terminal who handle the dry bulk iron ore. Okay, you can see messy around here. Okay, so this is the lorry. You can see how dirty along the road. Okay, dirty road inside the container terminal. And then you can see this is the process of the loading and unloading. Okay, so for the dry bulk, especially iron ore or bauxite, we still use the traditional traditional facility like bulldozer. Okay, we push the cargo near the berth. Okay, and then when the facility using grab to pull the cargo inside the vessel. Okay, is the one capacity using by conveyor belt. This is the facility for the handling cargo. Okay, okay, that's this one. Okay, to reach for this purpose, the existing terminal must take the challenge to improve their efficiency through making an investment. So investment is very important because the high demand around the world. So the top management must thinking for investment to expand the ports. Okay, from the perspective of port management and authority, especially in dry bulk terminal, they have information and feedback about the criteria needed from port users or customers, such as what's requirement needed to improve the port and how to become competitive. So it is important to the port management what's and how. Okay, what's and how to expand. Okay, so this information is, I think, is very important as input to design and where to improve. Okay, sometimes we just testing. Okay, we just try and error, buy something useless. But for this method, we propose QFD because QFD is the, I think, for the operation is this is a normal use. Okay, QFD is to answer what and how. Okay, what and how. So in this case, in the port management, it's the answer what and how, where to improve. Okay, apart from that, QFD is a suitable approach to explain this circumstance. So the QFD is a theory from total quality management and its function to identify customer requirement and assure quality in dry bulk terminal improvement. So differential statistics such as factor analysis used for grouping the Watts priority and correlation experiment used for correlation each factor in house of quality. So HOQ shows the metrics used for relationship between customer requirements, what's customer needs, and technical specification or design requirement, or we explain as how the product service has to be met. So this according to JFD. So the metrics of HOQ are used for organizing customer requirement and establishing priority of technical specification to satisfy customer requirements. So in summary, the main purpose of this research to apply the integrated QFD model to identify solution for dry bulk terminal improvement in Malaysian ports. So this is the research methodology. We start the identification, the problem and research, and then we go to the literature review, and then we develop instrument, and then the survey feedback, and then we do the statistical analysis, and then we go to QFD development, and then we go last is conclusion. So this is the QFD development, have 7 steps. Okay, this is the proposed model. Okay, we have 7 rooms in the QFD, like we said before, step 1, step 2, until step 7. Okay. 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 This is the result from the QFD for the customer requirement. So we have 4 findings in customer requirements. There are loading efficiency, infrastructure improvement, time performance, and operation improvement. For the site technical description, we find utilization of the ports, both material handling, transportation, tracking efficiency, and storage location. So this is finding must be improved. Okay, this is the result from the QFD. So what did we learn from QFD? So smooth gate system, Y4 is highly correlated with control of vehicle fault or mods, tracking efficiency improvement, smooth gate system, which do not have significant relationship with SA2 and SA4. So SA4, SA2 are able to influence the control of vehicle, and number 5, berth size has most significant influence to labor and machine utilization, material handling facility, transportation, and tracking efficiency. Okay. So conclusion, QFD, especially in HOQ, is an effective management tool. In customer expectation are used to drive the design process or to give improvement in service industry. It gives the solution to port management, what and how aspects must be improved. I think that's all for me. This is the reference. Okay, that's all for me.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Alisan.
Okay.
Yeah. This is your research for your dissertation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you use for the analysis? Do you use SAM by Amos or something?
Okay. Actually, this is operation research. Basically, I use QFD, quality function deployment, and then I validate QFD using by simulation modeling. this only one part of my PhD research. Only one part. I have 7 parts. So my background is engineering management. So I'm integrate with engineering method and also management method. So we, I mean social science research. So
okay,
it's very complex, very complex.
Yeah, quite complex. So because I don't know, because in this case I don't see your model. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
yeah.
it's okay.
Only
But,
one part.
Okay, one part. It's okay. Yeah. Thank you. This is
Okay, okay.
a good input for me. Yeah. Although my subject is not in the engineering. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for Dr. Alisan. So
Okay.
Pak Iksan, and please the certificate for Dr. Alisan. Pak Iksan or Pak Amrun? Yeah. Okay, Dr. Alisan, can you stop sharing your presentation, please?
Okay, thank you.
Pak Iksan? Pak Amrun? Ya, Pak Iksan, Pak Amrun. Can you hear me? Okay, yeah. Dr. Alisan, perhaps the committee will send privately the certificate to you. Yeah. So, okay, now let's continue with the next keynote speaker, Dr. Muhammad Salima Abu Mansur from the EXCO MAAC, University Sultan Zainal Abidin. Are you with us, Dr. Nur Salima? Hello, Dr. Nur Salima. Okay, Dr. Nur Salima is not here yet. So perhaps we can continue with the Dr. Ahmad Faisal Muhammad Fia from Presiden Kesatuan Kaki Tangan Akademik UITM. Are you with us, Dr. Ahmad Faisal? Hello, Dr. Ahmad Faisal. Dr. Nur Salima are not here. What about Dr. Tessin Yin from the School of Management USA Malaysia? Are you with us, Doctor? Yeah, I cannot find also. And then, yeah, because 3 keynote speakers are not here yet, so perhaps we can continue with Dr. Muhammad Arif Rohman, MHUM PhD, Indonesian Education and Culture Attaché in London. Are you with us, Muhammad Arif Rohman? Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, Muhammad Arif Rohman, you can make presentation now.
Yeah. Good afternoon, yeah. Good morning in London.
I don't know morning in London. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm in London. In London. It's 9 o'clock here.
At 9 o'clock in Surabaya at 3 p.m. Surabaya 3 p.m.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Okay, Muhammad Arif.
Yeah, distinguished guest, the chair of Adri, yeah? Distinguished guest and the chair of Adri and audience. Let me start with Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, the topic that I'm assigned to is actually about accreditations, yeah. But I would like to confess for the very beginning that I'm not an expert in accreditations, yeah. But I'm also learning how to have accreditations. That we already learned about accreditations in Indonesia, like the BAN PT, for instance, and then we probably have like a bigger, wider scale, wider region, like accreditation in an Asian level, yeah, and also maybe a UK level. So it's like international level. Now, I don't want to present anything. I just want to show my commitment to Adri, yeah, by mentioning two things, yeah. So my point is actually number one is that Adri members should be very careful, yeah, in you know, like in having other institution as the accrediting institutions, yeah, because you have to figure out, because we don't know exactly whether, you know, like there are a body which is probably not which is not recognized by the government in the UK, for instance. If you want to have accreditations, but you have to really have a very reliable source of information about what are you going to contact, yeah. If you want to have accreditation from like other countries, like United Kingdom, yeah, because there are probably some organization, and you have to ensure that the body that you're contacting is the correct, yeah, which is recognized by all universities in UK, yeah. I think that's the first thing that that you should be doing when you're going to have an accreditations. And then number two is actually the embassy commitment, yeah. So because I'm in the embassy and my position is in education and culture attaché, so we would really be committed to helping all members of Adri, yeah, to facilitating the accreditations for the institutions which is a member, which are the members of Adri, yeah. So I don't want to present anything about accreditation. So maybe I think these are two things that I would like to mention only. Yeah. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Dr. Muhammad Arif. Yeah, it is good information for us. So especially when we would like to study to UK, which accredited basically in UK, what's accreditation that is available?
I have contacted the representative of all universities in the UK, and they suggested that if you want to have accreditation from UK, you should contact the QAA.
QAA.
Yeah. The quality accreditation. I don't remember. Yeah, the QAA is called QAA.
Okay. I see. Perhaps Quality Accreditation Association. Perhaps.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, this is Quality Accreditation Association. So in UK, this is the famous one, yeah.
That is recognized by all universities in the UK.
Yeah. Okay. I see.
So if,
because
if you have like if you are accredited, yeah. If this institution come to you and then they conduct accreditations, then your university will be seen as comparably similar in quality, yeah, with the university in the UK.
Yeah, okay. Because if we want to register our certificate from other country to respectively, we should show the accreditation. Otherwise, then certificate cannot be equality, tidak bisa disetarakan. Biasanya seperti itu.
Yeah, equalized.
This is very important. Yeah, equalized cannot be equalized. Yeah. Why? This is very good information from you, Pak Arif. So okay. Yeah. Very nice. So thank you. Yeah, thank you, Pak Muhammad Arif. So next time we would like to contact you to get more information. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Pak Iksan, Pak Amrun, the certificate for Pak Arif is available or not?
Bapak, it's okay. It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay, but we will send you.
Send it to me later.
No way, okay. We will send you later.
Bapak, because I have another Zoom, so I just want to say very sorry for this.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Still 9 p.m. but your activity is very full, yeah? Still 9 a.m. but your activity is very full in UK. Okay, thank you, Pak Arif.
Yeah.
So now let's continue with Dr. Muhammad Salima. Are you with us now? Dr. Nur Salima? Dr. Ahmad Faisal? Dr. T. Sin Yin? So you are not here. And then the last is Datin Nurasikin Abdul Hamid. Are you with us now?
Yes, Pak Joko. I'm here, Prof. Pak Joko Suyono.
Yeah, okay. So you can make presentation now.
All right.
Nurasikin Abdul Hamid, yeah, from the Assistant Secretary General MAAC, UTHM Malaysia.
Okay. Is the slide on, Pak?
Very clear.
All right. Thank you very much. Okay. All right. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the organizer for this first world of from Adri, first world conference in management and social sciences. Okay, I think this is a very good platform for me to present something here, which is we can share. But probably I'm not going to talk about any of the research, but it's more to sharing some ideas on the academic leadership, okay, as well. Okay, and okay, first of all, can you listen to me?
Yes.
All right. Okay. My name, okay, I will introduce myself. Okay, my name is Norshikin binti Abdul Hamid. I'm now actually is a student of PhD doing in social sciences in leadership. So I would like to talk about academic leadership, fostering the evolutions of knowledge. I think this is some kinds of like quite heavy. Maybe I'm not the correct person. So of trying to throw this idea, which is triggering me of the leadership because of my topic for my PhD as well. Okay, thank you for all participants for lending your ears to listen to my very small contribution to this conference, and especially to those Paisan and never stop and never forgetting to invite me for any of the conference in Surabaya or whether in NAROTAMA especially. Okay, thank you. And first of all, on academic leadership, I just want to talk about what I think everybody knows what is the leadership. For me, as personally, I'm also one of the leader, but not in academic leadership yet. Okay, so there's a lot of my findings on what leadership, but one of the that I've already appeared in the slides. Actually, leadership is the art or process of influencing people so that they will strive willingly and enthusiastically. Okay, this one is actually found by Harold Kunz and his we reached in 2010. And leadership also is the use of non-coercive influence to shape the group or organization goals and motivate behavior towards achieving goals. Okay, why actually I'm very interested in presenting this paper because of there's a lot of scenario happens nowadays in universities. I took one of the examples of Malaysia itself. We have more than 400 universities in Malaysia, but less of the universities that really produce an academic quality. So this is the issues that I would like to bring up for today's presentation. Okay, academic leadership is actually supposed to attribute in crafting vision and mission, which focuses on conducive environment for growth. And as an academic leadership, of course, we must know the vision and missions of our universities. And I believe all participants here will have known and well known about vision and missions of the universities, especially the leader. Academic leadership also is actually the one who can setting up creative ideas, which is, I believe, it's very less of academic leadership. I'm talking about in Malaysia to have these kinds of setting up creative ideas, because most of us in Malaysian universities, we are actually being molded by the politics. Sorry to say this, but it's a reality that we have to face. And academic leadership also, it's supposed to providing teamwork, whereby I don't see any of academic leadership in Malaysia that can prove of these kinds of providing teamwork. But there's some of the VCs or academic leaders that really prove to provide the teamwork, but it's very less. Okay, and then academic leadership also is actually have to promote teaching and learning. This is a very important as the functions of universities nowadays. And we actually, if you notice, or all of us notice, that we already lost the, I can say, sting, the taring of the university, so-called, whereby during our previous time, maybe each university, they already have their own aura. For example, when we talk about University Malaya, when say, and even if people say about they already feel the scholars of the universities itself. Just like when we want to say, oh, NAROTAMA University. So we already know, okay, NAROTAMA University is actually, the discipline is on technical, the most active universities that always organize conference. So that are the things that I would like to say about how university should be. And creating a supportive atmosphere for performing academic tasks. So universities normally is about teaching and learning, research, doing. Now they are doing this, what we call as commercialization or commercializing, and then consultation, until we have one department of what we call as ICC, International Innovations and also Commercialization. Okay, so these are the things that actually academic leadership should cater on. All right, let us try to understand what understanding leadership, what is about to be a leadership in universities or in academics. This is what I would like to say about traits versus behavioral. Okay, because of traits is something that is focusing on the leader. We all are born with traits. I believe everybody have their own traits. Okay, so what are the traits? Traits is actually something that is your personal qualities, like you are intelligent, you have your integrity, your self-confidence, your very determination, or you're very meticulous person, accountability, sociability, persistent, and so on and so forth. So some of the characters of these traits, yes, we do have in some of academic leaders, but some of academic leaders, they do not have that, but they become the leaders. So in order to say about behavioral, is focusing on what the leader do, which is emphasizing on process rather than the person, direct impact on the workload effectiveness. Okay, so actually traits and behavioral must come together. So some of the leaders may have the good traits but do not have the good behavior. That contributes to some of kind like misleading, low of academic teaching quality, that kinds of things. And generally, to understand of academic leadership, there are two folds that need to be ponder. Its roles and challenges facing by the academic leader, corresponding to governing an academic department. And the other one is creating or promoting conducive environment for growth. And these two things is actually occurred because of the problem with the universities, with the administrations of universities. Okay, these are the problems that I, through my research and my readings, that the problems of the administrations of the university. The administrations of the university sometimes unclear about their policies and procedures. Maybe some clear but didn't implement it. So maybe some of the policies are not according to the administrations to implement. Some of them, they know the policies, they know the procedures, but the implementations are not there. It is not only happening in Malaysia. I think some of other universities internationally, or maybe in the third world countries of universities also, this thing happen. And I think this need to be, this is a challenge for us, because of most of the academicians are not being trained as administration because of our field and because of our nature. Our nature is actually to develop more on knowledge. And we are actually being portrayed to become scholars and not to become the administration. But the thing is, we still need the administration in the universities. The next one is political interference of government in running of the universities. These are one of the, not saying problem, but I think everybody is facing the same thing. Most of the countries are small, or wherever you are. Political interference, we can't actually really avoid it in terms of running of the universities. So if you look at Malaysia itself, we have a lots of universities whereby they segmented it into, like, we have MTUN, whereby we have technical universities, and they come up with a lots of board in order to verify or to recognize you, like MBOT, and you have this MQA, everything. But actually that is not the purpose or the main functions of universities. If we go back to what is the functions of universities, is actually to expand pengembangan dan penyebaran ilmu, to evolve and to expand, not in developing the knowledge itself, but it's actually it's more widened, more than that, but it must be in depth of certain field or certain area. So I think political interference is not new to us. It's since the setup of universities is already there. The appointment of, if you look at, I don't want to talk about the system, but it's because the system is already there. But if you want to touch about from the board of directors, the selective, the election, I don't know whether in Indonesia it's happened to, like, when you want to appoint a rector, we must undergo what you call as election and vote. But in Malaysia, it's actually because of political interference. Even you have this, what we call as, they already have actually in the list of those who undergo certain training to become VCs, but not really you are going to become VCs or vice chancellors. Okay, next is a lack of funding. This one is actually it's being, I think it has been discussed a lot of many times in any conference also, of lack of funding of the universities. And nowadays the universities, because of funding, they are turning us to be someone who have to generate money for the universities. We need to go and find some allocation for the universities in order to run the universities, which is actually, this is not an academic world, or this is not academic function anymore. And the next problem is poor facilities, whereby some universities are still renting a shop lot, okay, and also not only poor facility in terms of lab, in terms of machineries, and some of it, the machines not being used for certain research. So these are the poor facilities that are actually a problem of in the administrations of university. And some of the universities also are producing low academic standards. Some of the universities, yes, they have graduates, okay, they have a lots of professors, but the professors that they gain is not really because of they are capable or because of their scholars enough. Some of them because of they know someone and then they get that titles of professor. Sorry to say that. I'm actually sharing this because of it's happened, and because of I'm one of the assistant secretary general for the academic associations of Malaysia. So we collect all these complaints from the academic itself about their universities in Malaysia. Okay, next is, after the problem, we look at the common shortcoming of academic leaders. There are some academic leaders, as I mentioned previously, I mentioned before, academic institution heads as like VCs, the deans, they do not have clear understandings of their role in improving the quality of academic activities, including teaching and learning. Some of the academics, they finish their studies after diploma, degree, and continue to masters and doing their PhD. But they do not have the enough hours for teaching and learning. That makes some of them doesn't really know their role. And sometimes when they go back to their universities, they serve as a head of department, or they may be holding a position as like a strategic and human resource for whatever position. But the thing is, they do not have the experience to become administrative as well. They only is an academician. And then they often emphasize more on administrating the department rather than focusing on improving academic quality. Yes, this is reality that we need to face. There's a lot of things that you need to do on administrating work. Like you need to fulfill the ISO, you need to make sure that your files of PNP is complete, you need to, because of MQA, you have the audits, everything. So the aura, or I can say that the spirit of to become the academics, leadership itself or academicians is not there anymore. Okay. Then the department culture is counterproductive to developing positive teaching and learning and fail to create a supportive ambience for performing academic tasks. Yeah, some of the dean, because of we are actually very busy of to get the ranking, to get the KPIs, to get to reach and to achieve the KPIs itself individually. So we fail to create a supportive ambience for performing academic tasks. For me, as an academic leadership, they should encourage their subordinate, or they should encourage their whoever is under them that they monitor to become like them, so that they can be a mentor to all the academics. So talking about problems, the common situations, everything. So I come up with these are the things, or the importance of leadership quality that I think we need to cater and we need to look into account. So leadership quality is actually the ability to inspire, support, guide faculty towards achieving common goals. Many of the academic leadership, they fail to inspire, support, and they fail to guide the faculty. What is the goals of the faculty? So this one actually we need to have some so-called training, or maybe as other platform that we need to develop one leader that is really able to be a leader, an academic leadership. The next one is highest performance among colleagues. Okay, so these are the leadership quality that need to have. The academic leadership must have the highest performance. Like for example, they become the adjunct professors in international universities outside. Then is stimulating and encouraging imagination. As an academic leadership also, he or she must be able to stimulate and encouraging imaginations and what the university become next, or what other faculties will have, or what are the goals of the faculty that you need to reach or need to achieve. Okay, then this is thinking and filtering, not bureaucracy, means that we need to put a lot of humanity there. We need to filter, we need to have to think wise and less of bureaucracy. Okay, next is supporting colleagues as researchers and teachers. Some of the leaders, they do not actually support the colleagues or research to do research. Sometimes they really put boundaries, or they restricted some research to do other research that is in their field. Or maybe when they give the researcher to do something, the outcome is actually to produce product, or they must have a product. That isn't actually a research. And for supporting colleagues, actually they must have a cross-discipline on doing the research. Okay, leadership, academic leadership also must have outshine others. This means like they can, in other words, in Malay, I can say that menggilap. They must have that kinds of skills to make others also shining, not only him or not only the leaders. Okay, leading by example. Okay, this one I have one book that I read before. This is a good for leadership, which is, they said it is a symbolic leader, means that a leader, an academic leadership must be a symbolic leader. What happened in Malaysia is, at one time when we said about Professor Unku Abdul Aziz, when we said about Allahyarham Professor Unku Aziz, we already know what is the area, means that he is expertise in what. Okay, like let's say when we said about Professor Dr. Ihsan Setiawan, we already know, oh, Professor Ihsan is actually in mechanical engineering. So that is what we call as a symbolic leader. And academic leadership should actually leave some legacy to their followers as well.
Dr. Raskin, your time is just 2 minutes.
Yeah, okay, I was about to finish. Don't worry.
Okay.
So leadership quality is renowned pioneer in their discipline and recognized by peers as being leaders, as what happened in this room, I believe. Prof also being recognized by others. Okay, and leadership also must has the wisdom to lead and free from political influence. This is what I talk about, the freedom of speech, whereby in Malaysia, in context of Malaysia, the freedom of speech is not there. People or academic leaders are only allowed to talk about something after getting the permission from the administrative body as LPU or maybe from the minister. And the last is prioritizing allocated budget. Means as an academic leadership, they should prioritize how to spend their money and appointed to the post based on merits and not on who. Okay, so as a conclusion here, right? Alhamdulillah, to be an efficient and effective leadership, one should exhibit both, means that traits of behaviors and also traits. They must have the courage and effort to foster the evolutions of knowledge toward achieving university goals. And it is time for academic leadership to apply and ambivert in leadership style instead of introvert and also extrovert. So we should be ambivert, means adapt to the conditions or to the situation in certain circumstances. So my last word, and before I end up, okay. So a great leader is a great listener. So thank you for listening, and I thank you to all the participants. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Tate Nurasikin. Very nice presentation. I have one question only. So what happened with the campus leadership in Malaysia?
What happened to the? Sorry.
What happened to the campus leadership in Malaysia? Because your topic is campus leadership. So what happened in Malaysia talking about the campus leadership? Any problem?
Yes, actually, I can say that it's not a problem, but this is the scenario that we are facing because of the problems that I mentioned before, Prof.
Yeah, okay, I hear you.
Yeah, because of the problem that we face. That's why we say that it's because of things happen in our universities. So I come up with this idea.
This is your topic, your dissertation?
No.
Oh no, because
but it is part of my PhD, because of for my PhD actually I need to come up with one instrument that we can measure the academic leadership later on, whether they are capable, they have the characteristic, and also the character, and whether they are credible and they have the character to become the VC, the dean, or to hold any position as an academic leadership, and no more it's like influence or interference by the political department.
Okay, thank you, yes, Datin. This is the certificate for you.
Thank you very much.
As the keynote speaker. Okay, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for listening. Thank you.
Okay. So now, yeah, because I see from the chat room that there are some problems that some presenter cannot unmute himself. So now I will give the opportunity to Dr. Nur Salima. Are you with us, Dr. Nur Salima? Oh, Nurasikin is here. Dr. Nur Salima, are you with us? Or you cannot unmute? Okay, I cannot hear Dr. Nur Salima. Or perhaps we can continue with the Dr. Ahmad Faisal. Are you with us, Dr. Ahmad Faisal?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, so now you can unmute yourself, yeah. Okay.
Okay,
you can make presentation, Dr. Ahmad Faisal.
Okay. First of all, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for giving me the opportunity. For me, this is like a long wait for me today, because actually this morning I have class and I followed this conference since this morning. But I feel the topic presented, whether by my fellow friends in Malaysia, just now, Puan Nurasikin presented topic something to do with leadership, and also the other seniors in MAAC, my fellow friends in trade unions. Okay, today I would like to cover, but first of all, let me I am the president of Mara University of Technology Academic Staff Association. But my field of expertise, I am a media studies lecturer and researcher. So my specialty is in journalism, broadcast journalism or sports journalism. So those are my so-called expertise. But today I would like to present maybe the topic because this topic, first of all, the MITASA will celebrate the 50th anniversary next year. So I believe maybe in conjunction with that celebration, so I chose that topic to be presented here. But I believe it is also related to the main theme of this conference, something to do with management and social science. Okay. 50 years of Academic Staff Union, challenges and way forward. Yes, I chose this topic, as I said just now, in conjunction with the 50-year celebration of Staff Union, Academic Staff Union. Okay, in Malaysia, yes, we have a lot of trade workers or trade unions governed by Trade Unions Act 1959. But in terms of academic staff, if I'm not mistaken, there are only currently in Malaysia, although we have 26 plus public universities and hundreds more private universities and colleges, but there are only, if I'm not mistaken, maybe some of my friends here can correct me, there are only 3 academic staff association that can be called as union or registered under Ministry of Human Resource. What is the implication of being registered or under trade staff union? Okay, but before that, let me share the history, some history of MITASA. So the 50 years next year will be the 50 years, the Golden Jubilee. MITASA is was established in conjunction with the establishment of MARA Institute of Technology or Institute Technology MARA, ITM. Before that, it was known by the name of Maktab MARA and also Dewan Latihan Rida. So altogether, actually, ITM and UITM established since 1946. Yep. Pak Agus, Pak Joko, okay? My video, right?
Okay.
Pak Joko, okay? My video and my slide, is it okay?
Your slide is okay, but I cannot see your video.
Oh, video, yeah. Actually, I stopped my video. Okay, now I reopen the video. Right? Can see my face?
I can see. Right. I can see you and also your PPT, your presentation. I can see, and also your face. I can see. Okay, continue.
Okay, so can I proceed? Okay, thank you. Sorry. Then in 1999, ITM achieved its full university status and known as University Technology MARA. And although ITM known as UITM after that, but MITASA remained as MITASA. But the full name MARA University of Technology Staff Association. But we maintain the MITASA. This is what I got from the seniors, based on my readings on the I joined UITM in 2009. So this year will mark my 12 years of service. But also, I joined MITASA since the day 2 when I joined UITM as lecturer, because I can see the importance of being being in a large group, or we must have a proper channel to represent us, to represent its people, to represent the lecturer. That's why, without any hesitation, I joined ITM without any asking, asking on the fee, on the process. So I just fill up the form. So I waited my membership to be activated after that, and since then until now, So I'm still active, and now it's been a second year as a president, and I can say I am so-called the most youngest president ever in the history of MITASA. I just celebrate my 41st birthday 2 weeks ago, 25th March. But for MITASA, I feel it is not about being young or you need to be so-called a senior to be the leader, as what we can see just now from the presentation of one Shikin. So the leadership. Okay, this is the logo of MITASA. So that is the first logo, and then I took the opportunity and effort. I said to my when I was the exco member, so I said, why not we change a little bit, because this is about our image. So I come up with that idea, the logo. You can see the current logo, you can see the triangle and forming the word M there, purple and yellow in color, because the symbolic of that logo, actually in any organization, there are two parts: management, right? Normally we can say the top down, and also the staff, the staff. So both make the organization strong. So it's simple. So that is the symbolic. Then what is the principle? So the principle of MITASA: progress, achievement, and achievement of one organization is the outcome of collective works of its members. So in Malay there is a saying, bersatu kita teguh, bercerai kita roboh. So I believe in academic work, being a lecturer, being an academic staff, we should bring that spirit also in our organization. We cannot work in silo. We cannot work alone. So we need to have our colleagues. We need to have our friends. We need to have our management that are very supportive. That also we must have a dedicated staff, dedicated, and so the progress and achievement is the outcome of the collective works. So we cannot say that the achievement of the particular industry is the works of the management. Yes, they can set the direction, but who actually doing the work, right? The entire work that produce that success or achievement. So I take this. Quoted. I quote from George 2009. The basic and fundamental objectives of trade union is to safeguard the well-being of the workers, their wages, fringe benefits, working conditions, and their dignity. Yes, but through my reading, I didn't see. Maybe currently there are no books mentioned about the union in academics world or union in academics service, right? Whether book produced in Malaysia, maybe in Malaysia, I'm talking about the book produced in Malaysia or written in Malaysia. So I found those books, but I took this quotation from George 2009, talking about trade union actually, talking about trade union. So what are the scopes of MITASA and the rest of maybe academic staff union? So one of it is legal support to members if they have any. Actually, under MITASA, there are 12 scopes. So I just pick up the 4 main scopes, which are legal support to members if they have any threat from the management, for example. So if they want to bring their matters to court and take a legal action, so we as the channel or the association, the union that represent them, we will give this full support in terms of legal support to members, so we can appoint lawyers, for example. Secondly, to help its members in terms of career path, especially in academic. And supervising, this is supervising of relationship between staff and members with management. Yes, we have constant and consistent engagement with management. If we feel something is not right, we will air our voice. We will in any way or in any channel, through letter, through meeting, because we have this quarterly meeting called Majlis Bersama Jabatan. It's a joint meeting with, between the management and the staff. So we are one of the members for that meeting. So we will bring any issues in terms of staff affairs to the management, and we create and manage welfare fund for its members. Yes, that's also our. But this is the issue of Mitasa. I can say maybe issue and a dilemma, right? Because firstly, we are governed by Trade Union Act 1959, because we consider as a non-management group of staff. Okay, and also we also governed by Department of Civil Service or Jabatan Perkhidmatan Awam in Malaysia, because we are public universities. So those governance, so we use Department of Civil Service the guidelines. I mean, all those ministry and other government agencies also supervise or use this JPA guidelines. Okay, we are given permission to operate as union by Department of Trade Unions. So although our members, some of them grade of 52 as considered as top management, management or professionals under Ministry of Human Resource, but at the same time under JPA, they said at one time they said we cannot attend that meeting because we are considered as management and professional. But after a few deliberation, so we got special permission by JPA to attend to represent staff, academic staff, but not the associate professors and professors and of course the management. So we don't represent them. So they have their own association. We are associate members of QPAX. Okay, QPAX. But QPAX, most of them members, those who are grade 44 and below, non-management. That's why this is considered as our dilemma. And at the same time, of course, as academic staff, we are governed by University and University College Act 1971. And for ITM, we have another act, ITM Act or UITM Act 1974. So if we can, we talk about academic freedom. Yes, we are free, but at the same time, we are governed by certain limitation in terms of government staff. So this, maybe the diagram here can show the parties related to MITASA, JPA there, QPAX, the government, the Jabatan Hal Ehwal Kesatuan, and also we are a member of Congress MAAC, who I know is one of the joint organizer for this conference, Dato' Idros from Shikin. So I believe I can see the importance of being active in those parties, in those associations, because we need to voice out our concern, and we need to have a proper channel. These are some of the issues that we handle. Maybe throughout these 50 years, these are the popular issues and I mean any cases handled by MITASA. The most popular is we always being requested to propose to the government, to propose to the even up to the ministry, maybe to the minister, to revise the current salary scheme. Just now you can see Wan Shikin presented the lack of fund. I don't know about Indonesia, but I believe some of the Indonesian varsities, they are self-funded, and maybe certain of them funded by the government through Universitas Negeri or maybe Nasional. I don't know, maybe you have that. So, but for us, the public varsities, our fund come from the government, from the treasury. So the most popular reason for not to revise the scheme is yes, maybe the economic situation is not really good. to amend or to revise the salary. So, but we also being requested to represent the staff members' voice towards this. We have 2,500 members altogether. Out of 9,000 altogether, we have 9,000 academic staff in UiTM, the entire system. But there are only 2,500 members in under MITASA, and the rest, whether they are not join any association, or maybe they are now under that UTIMA, the other association. Okay, this is the current situation. The current situation among the academic staff, or maybe the current situation faced by MITASA. So one of it is lack of participation from current generation. I don't know, maybe the current generation, I can see the younger, the young lecturers. So they don't see the so-called importance of being in the association or in the union under our case MITASA. So they need to see the benefit of joining a staff union, because they can see, oh, okay, they still can progress, they can see their career path still can grow without the help of MITASA or staff union. So this is one of the popular reason given why not. So there are only 30% of total academics that join MITASA, but Alhamdulillah, we have a good relationship with management. They are listening. Yes, they are listening to our complaints, ideas, and even they took action on our complaints. So I can see as long as MITASA is here, we will voice out our concern, our ideas, and I believe the management are more than happy to hear from us, because we represent the large number of academic staff. Then we know the well-being of the academic staff. Then we will decide on the path towards the success for that for UiTM for this case. Our plans now is mainly we plan to enhance our image, whether physically, and also we keep on give a good service to the members, but of course we cannot please everyone. Maybe there are some of the members or some of the staff still couldn't see the contribution of MITASA, because some of the issues we brought to the ministry or to management also involve also or benefit to the non-members, which are the academic staff. Yes, we represent the members, which the academic staff, but the benefits at the same time, the one who get the benefits are the staff who do not join MITASA. So these are my the future, the recommendation. 2 years ago, I went to Universitas Gajah Mada, and before that, I went to 2013. I went to ATB, Institute of Technology Bandung, 2013, and after that, I went to Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh actually. So I did propose something. We at least at this regional level, I think we must have one body to represent us as lecturer and academic staff. Yes, in Malaysia, for example, we have this MAC. 2 years ago, when I went to Universitas Gajah Mada, I did ask this question: do you have any association that represent academic staff in Gajah Mada? So during my visit, so they say in Indonesia, actually there is no the so-called association for academic staff association. I know based on the history, we can see the history of Indonesia, the history of the formation of the university. I can see why maybe there is no the so-called union or the so-called staff association, academic staff association in Indonesia. But let me propose this. I want to add this. So maybe this is the kickoff. Maybe so I want to propose, why not we join together under the name of academic staff? Maybe MAAC or maybe Universitas Jambi can take the lead to become to form this kind of, and we can expand our connection with other region. And also I believe, I know we are united by our field, right? For example, for me, under media, sports broadcasting, and so yes, we have our own association. But in the names of academic staff. Maybe it's this is high time for us to be united, right? So yes, thank you for the yes. That's all for today. That's all from me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all from me. So thank you again to University Jambi and the rest of the organizer for giving me this opportunity. Looking forward to present more ideas and present more papers if we have any opportunity in future. So thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam. Thank you, Dr. Faisal. So your idea is very good. Perhaps in Indonesia we have something like talking about the labor union or something. We have follow your idea if possible. Okay, for the committee, can you present the certificate for the Dr. Faisal? Yeah, this is Dr. Faisal certificate for you as the keynote speaker. Thank you, and we hope that you will join again in our next conference. Again, thank you so much.
Thank you for it. Yeah.
So now let's continue with the keynote speaker from the Dr. Tae Sin Yin. Are you with us, Dr. Tae Sin Yin? Okay, I can see you.
Yes, give me a second. I'm sharing my slide.
Okay, you can share your slide.
Okay, good day, everyone. First of all, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizer. Thank you, especially thanks Professor Joko. Thanks to Professor Muhammad Idris and Professor Muhammad Ihsan for their help and invitations. And I'm happy that I'm given the chance to present or sharing in this conference. So my name is Tae Sin Yin. I'm actually from University Science Malaysia, and I'm the life member for MAAC. Today, I'm going to share about the digital transformation through business analytics, because the title for this conference is actually Management and Socials in Industry 4.0 Era. So this topic is definitely related to the title of this conference. Okay, a little bit about myself. I'm the Senior Lecturer of Operations and Business Analytics in School of Management, University Science Malaysia. And I involved in various types of projects, for example, like the ICT, Information, Computer and Technology with the Penang State Government in Malaysia. I also involved in the project of mobile learning system using machine learning and cloud with Motorola Solutions in Malaysia, and also an integrated of failure mode and effect analysis, as well as trace problem-solving methodology with Semina SCI system, which is also a MNC company in Malaysia. Okay. So today I'm going to share within these 15 minutes, I'm going to share about digital transformations and what are the top 10 digital transformation trend of COVID era and how to drive the digital transformation, followed by the conclusion. So what is digital transformation? Basically, digital transformation is the process of using digital technology to create the new or modify the existing business process, cultures, and customer experience to meet the changing business and also the market requirement. So we can see almost all the business and organization, they are trying to transform with trying to have their digital technology in order to transform. So we are currently in the era of digital transformations and AI, artificial intelligence. So these comparables in significance and impact to the Industrial Revolution 4.0. That's why we can see the topic of this conference is also about Industry 4.0. Business and also industry, across the board, they are becoming more reliant on digital system and also automation to enable their corporate to deliver this service faster than ever before. So in other words, we are trying to be more flexible and efficient. And this COVID-19 pandemic is actually brought technology changes a breakneck pace. So Frog put together a list of top 10 digital transformation trends of COVID era. So this list should actually serve as a forward-looking guide to where technology will have the biggest impact on the business this year. So we can see COVID not really bring us the bad impact, but it also bring us some positive impact that it drive through the digital transformation trend. So let's look at the top 10 digital transformation trend of the COVID era. So these are the top 10 digital transformation trends. So let's start with 5G. So we know that we are already in the 4G era, but now we are moving forward to 5G. So 5G compared to 4G is actually increased in terms of the speed and also the efficiency of performance. So can you give a guess how much 5G is actually how many times faster than 4G? Maybe you can type your answer in the chat box.
The slide is not moving.
Oops. Let me see. Maybe I stop share and try to share again. What about now? Can you see the top 10 digital transformation trend?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay. So I'm talking about the 5G just now. So could you give a guess how many times 5G is faster compared to 4G? So maybe you can type your answer in the chat box. So this 5G data is actually can transmit within with a lag time of only 1 millisecond. So it's actually very, very fast compared to the 4G. So it's more safer, faster, and also reliable for automated vehicles to make decisions. And at the same time, we also improve our Wi-Fi. So now we are moving toward the Wi-Fi 6 digital transformation. So Wi-Fi 6, in other words, it has faster connectivities for remote worker. So for worker in the industry or in the organization, they can actually perform their tasks faster because of this Wi-Fi 6. And the most frequently occurred term is about data analytics. So data analytics provide a competitive advantage. So according to Forbes also, using the big data analytics has always been a steadily go trajectories. And then this COVID-19 actually exploded and made the need of the data even greater. AI and machine learning. So we also heard about AI, artificial intelligence, and ML, machine learning. So what is the simplest way? I would say the most simplest way to explain about machine learning in a layman term is machine think and also work like a human. So that is what machine learning means. Okay, machine think and also work as a human. Okay, I see an answer here. 5G is more than 20 times than 4G. Okay, the answer is actually 5G is more than 50 times than 4G. So you can imagine the 5G speed is actually really, really fast compared to 4G. Thank you very much for your participation. All right, then one of the digital trend is actually blockchain. So blockchain is actually acts as an open digital legends that can be used by the practitioners to record and also extract the detail regarding to their transactions. So in other words, it's also help to increase the efficiency. Okay. Process automations. So this is what we always say, trying to automate the machine. So this is the process automation part. And conversational AI. So you may feel that this term is like quite new to you, conversational AI, but in fact, you are actually dealing with it. So many of us have Amazon Echoes or the Amazon Alexa, Timo, Genie, Google Home. All these are actually AI speakers or the voice speaker. So they are the conversational AI technology. So you are actually using the conversational AI technology. And always connected PC. So now most of us are still working from home. So this always connected PC is one of the very important trends during this COVID era. And of course, connected device keep on expanded. and it's exponentially increased the connection compared to the previous year and also a decade before. And everything as a service. So we are no longer just focusing on the product. So now we are focusing more on the services as well. So these 10 are the digital transformations, the 10 digital transformation trend of the COVID era. So some of you may ask, how come I didn't see big data here? How come I didn't see e-commerce here? Why not IoT, Internet of Things are included here? They are also digital transformation, but they are already the top during in 2019 compared to now. So in this COVID era, these are the top 10 that are reported. Okay. So your next question will be how to drive the digital transformation. Now we already know what are the 10 digital transformations. So how to drive it? So some of the things that as a student or as the lecturer or staff, or even the employee in the industry, these are some of the things that we can do. We can actually keep reskilling ourselves or upskilling ourselves to support the lifelong learning. So we can continue to pick up or to learn the new tools. For example, like data analytics, we know that we have to learn about some software such as the R programming, such as the Python. And then if you want to do data visualizations, then you have to pick up Power BI, you have to learn about Tableau. So these are some of the tools that we can actually pick up. And then you can also find institutes that offer some data science course or some business analytic course. Then you can register yourself. And another way of you to do it is search online courses and video. That nowadays there are many universities, they actually have open learning platform. So you can search the online courses and video there. I will give you some example later in a short while. Okay. So these are some of the technology trends. You may say that I don't know how to start. So I give you some tips here. These are some of the things that you can start to pick up, like artificial intelligence, machine learning. You can see artificial intelligence itself, it provides 23 million of jobs by the end of last year. And machine learning is expected to grow until by 2020 is expected to grow $8.81 billion. Okay, robotic process automation. So some of the presenters I heard just now are from engineering. So these robotic process automations are also expected to become one of the main skills that you need to have when we apply for job or collaborate with the industry. And edge computing. So edge computing is also increasing. And of course, virtual reality. If you are working on the VR market, like the big company, Google, Samsung, they are actually have plenty of startup company who are hiring about this skill. And cyber security. Of course, when you have all these high-tech things, you need to have cyber securities. And the blockchain, one of the things that I highlight just now, and of course, Internet of Things. So if you have all these skills that you can pick up, then definitely you will have no issues to collaborate with the industry or to find a new job or to change your new job scope. Okay. And USM is also one of the schools we also offer the Master of Business Analytics. In fact, we offer the Bachelor's of Management, major in Business Analytics as well. And we are the first public university in Malaysia which offer these subjects, okay, on this master. So you can look for some institute that offer some courses like this, and you can join some online courses.
Just 1 minute, Dr. Tessin.
Yes.
Your time is just 1 minute.
All right. So these are some of the online courses that I personally joined. So I encourage you to join these courses. They are free. Unless you want to get the certificate, then you have to pay for the certificate. Okay. So as a conclusion, today business analysts have a powerful array of new digital weapons that can be strategically deployed to unlock the significant value and design customer-focused system. And for the student, in this aggressively competitive environment, getting a job is becoming tough. But if you keep upskilling and reskilling and continue to learn the new tools, you will be surely grab your dream jobs. So I stop here. Thank you very much for your patience. And once again, thanks a lot for giving me an opportunity to participate in this conference. And congratulations to the organizer for this successful conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Tessin Yin. Very nice presentation. Hopefully that one or some of my students will continue to your university. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, hopefully.
Thank you.
So, okay, the committee, please give the certificate for Dr. Tessin Yin.
Let me stop sharing.
Yeah. Okay, Cik Amron, please give the certificate. Pak Amron. Pak Amron. Yeah, okay, this is the certificate for you, Dr. Tessin Yin, as the keynote speaker. Again, thank you so much for your participation, and we hope that for the next opportunity you can join again. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you very much.
Okay, now ladies and gentlemen, I still give the opportunity to Dr. Nur Salima Abu Mansur from University Sultan Jainal Abidin. Are you with us, Dr. Nur Salima? It's not here. Okay, since Dr. Nur Salima is not here, so now we come to the closing session. Perhaps Dr. Musnaini, can you close this conference today?
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.
Yes, Dr. Nur Salimah here.
Oh, sorry, Dr. Nur Salimah. Okay, I give you opportunity. So I call you for several times, but I cannot hear you. Okay, you can make presentation about 15 minutes. Waalaikumsalam.
Okay. Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, thanks to organizer to give me an opportunity to discuss on my topic today. Okay. Can I share the screen?
Okay, I can see your screen.
Yes. So, please allow me to discuss this in bahasa.
Okay, we
Okay,
allow
thank you very much. Okay, tajuk saya hari ini, terima kasih Pak Joko selaku pengerusi sesi perbincangan pada petang ini. Perbincangan petang ini sebetulnya daripada kajian awal saya tentang pengurusan organisasi dakwah dengan yang selalu kita sebut sebagai Islamic Movement, tetapi mereka juga punya peran dalam dakwah sebagai organisasi dakwah. Jadi saya cuba berkongsi sedikit tentang Malaysian experience, ya, menerusi dakwah organisation. Jadi kalau kita sebut dakwah tu sebetulnya tidak asing lagi antara Malaysia dan Indonesia. Kalau kita tengok ketika mana berlaku Islamic revivalism di Malaysia, sangat terkesan juga dengan beberapa tokoh dari Indonesia seperti Buya Hamka dan juga Pak Nasir sendiri, ya, Muhammad Nasir. Dan kalau kita tengok sehingga ke hari ini pun beberapa organisasi dakwah ini mempunyai pertalian yang rapat dengan beberapa ormas dakwah di Indonesia seperti Dewan Dakwah ICMI, seperti Muhammadiyah dan juga Nahdlatul Ulama NU, ya, juga Hidayatullah. Jadi ada banyak sekali ormas dakwah di Indonesia yang memberi influence, ya, kepada pengurusan dakwah di Malaysia. Jadi dalam kajian ini melibatkan beberapa organisasi dakwah di Malaysia yang sebahagiannya adalah terlibat dengan politik dan sebahagian lagi dalam organisasi yang non partisan, ya, tidak terlibat dengan politik secara langsung. tetapi mereka terlibat juga dalam beberapa influence politik walaupun mereka tidak bertanding sebagai sebuah parti politik. Okey, kalau kita ikut nature dakwah organisation di Malaysia, kita ada beberapa kategori. Sebahagiannya organisasi dakwah ini dikenali sebagai known as Islamic Movement ataupun Harakat Islamiah. Sebahagian lagi sebagai Muslim Convert Organisation, ya, yang terlibat langsung dalam urusan berdakwah kepada non-Muslim untuk convert ataupun revert to Islam, dan mereka juga menguruskan orang-orang yang baru memeluk Islam seperti mu'alaf. Kemudian kategori ketiga ada dakwah organisation dalam bentuk welfare ataupun humanitarian organisation, ya, seperti Global Peace Mission, MRA, Aman Palestin dan sebagainya. Dan yang keempat, yang terakhir adalah dakwah organisation dalam bentuk education based, ya, organisation yang mereka itu menyediakan alternatif bagi sekolah-sekolah Islam sebagai alternatif kepada sekolah pemerintah, ya, ataupun kerajaan. Jadi semua organisasi dakwah yang saya sebutkan di skrin itu adalah yang dilakukan secara temu bual, ya. Kajian ini berbentuk pendekatan kualitatif. Kita mengadakan temu bual dengan pimpinan, ya, kepada organisasi ini untuk mengetahui beberapa aspek yang utama yang berkaitan dengan yang kita sebut sebagai pengalaman dakwah organisasi di Malaysia, ya. Kemudian kita tengok dari sudut approach, ya, kalau kita tengok secara keseluruhan, ya, ormas dakwah di Malaysia ini mempunyai beberapa ciri yang hampir sama. Antaranya ialah dari sudut prinsip keterbukaan, openness, tolerance and diplomasi, yang kalau kita tengok mereka sangat dari sudut peran mereka itu sebagai partner kepada government ataupun partner in nation building dalam soal pembangunan bangsa. Mereka mempunyai peran serta bersama dengan parti pemerintah untuk sama-sama terlibat dalam program-program yang berbentuk pembangunan masyarakat. Dari sudut approach juga, organisasi dakwah di Malaysia mempunyai peranan advocacy, ya, perundingan, memberi nasihat, khidmat nasihat kepada masyarakat dalam banyak isu, sama ada isu yang melibatkan pendidikan, isu yang melibatkan sosial dan sebagainya. Mereka juga melakukan banyak discussion dengan parti pemerintah untuk sesuatu isu, dan mereka menjadi jurubicara, ya, antara society dan juga parti pemerintah. Dan akhir sekali, dalam sesuatu isu yang mungkin memerlukan penegasan, mereka bertindak sebagai pressure group, ya. Jadi kerana itulah selalu sahaja organisasi dakwah ataupun Islamic movement di Malaysia itu dilihat sebagai sebuah parti oposisi, ya, ataupun parti pembangkang. Dan yang seterusnya adalah issues and challenges. Kalau kita tengok antara cabaran bila kita tanyakan kepada pimpinan ormas dakwah di Malaysia, antara cabaran besar yang mereka hadapi adalah dari sudut kelangsungan ataupun continuity of leadership, ya, dari sudut kepimpinan, ya. Mereka sentiasa ada cabaran dalam membentuk kepimpinan baru sebagai pelapis kepada kepimpinan yang lama. Mereka juga ada masalah dalam soal perkaderan, ya, ataupun youth recruitment dalam organisasi dakwah. Kebanyakan juga organisasi dakwah mempunyai masalah, ya, cabaran dalam financial, ya, kerana banyak juga di antara mereka yang tidak mendapat apa-apa sokongan keuangan daripada parti pemerintah, daripada kerajaan, dan mereka terpaksa menjadi social enterprise mempunyai beberapa perusahaan sendiri kecil-kecilan dan itulah yang dilakukan untuk memberi sokongan keuangan kepada mereka dan dalam masa yang sama duit yang ada itu juga untuk menjana program-program untuk kembali untuk masyarakat. Dan cabaran yang berikutnya adalah soal mereka untuk mengadakan program-program ekonomi untuk generate income dan untuk contribute semula kepada komuniti. Dan akhir sekali cabaran yang mereka hadapi adalah soal political perception kerana mereka selalu saja kalau ke mana-mana sebagai ormas dakwah ataupun organisasi dakwah ataupun Islamic movement selalu saja berdepan dengan persepsi negatif daripada kebanyakan pihak terutamanya parti pemerintah ataupun kerajaan yang memerintah ataupun government of the day. Dan yang terakhir petang ini adalah perkongsian dari sudut Malaysian experience, dari sudut harapan masa hadapan ke mana untuk hala tuju bagi organisasi dakwah di Malaysia adalah untuk menterjemahkan Islam sebagai satu cara hidup yang menjadi tagline kepada semua ormas dakwah di Malaysia itu untuk menterjemahnya kepada dalam bentuk tindakan secara komprehensif. Kadang-kadang apa yang menjadi tumpuan ataupun fokus kepada gerakan dakwah ataupun gerakan Islam itu sangat terbatas sifatnya kepada dakwah, kepada tarbiyah, kepada pendidikan sekolah dan juga kepada soal-soal politik. Tetapi banyak perkara yang belum dapat diberi peran serta yang maksimum oleh gerakan Islam ataupun gerakan dakwah ini, terutama dalam soal-soal yang lebih yang lain seperti ekonomi, seperti soal sains, soal perusahaan dan sebagainya. Dan akhir sekali hala tuju mereka juga untuk menjadi satu model organisasi dakwah yang berkesan, yang boleh menjadi contoh bukan sahaja dalam konteks negara Malaysia tetapi juga kepada dunia Islam keseluruhannya. Jadi saya fikir itu saja kepada selaku narasumber hari ini. Saya pulangkan kembali kepada pengerusi hari ini, Pak Joko. Terima kasih Pak Joko.
Ya, terima kasih Dr. Nur Salimah. Sangat menarik sekali presentasinya. Akan menginspirasi kita semuanya. Terima kasih ya.
Sama-sama.
Untuk sertifikatnya Pak Amrun, sertifikat keynote speaker untuk Dr. Nur Salimah. Dr. Salimah, can you stop sharing? Okay, this is Amrun. Ya, ini Dr. Nur Salimah. This is the certificate. Ya.
Ya, makasih Pak.
Certificate for you as keynote speaker. We hope that for the next untuk berikutnya bisa gabung lagi dengan kita di acara international conference berikutnya. Terima kasih.
Insya Allah. Makasih. Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So ladies and gentlemen, so now the session of the keynote speaker has already done. All of the presenter has made the presentation. So now let's come to the closing. Closing, we will call the Dr. Musnaini. Are you with us, Dr. Musnaini? Dr. Musnaini from Jambi. Where is Dr. Musnaini? If Dr. Musnaini is not here, then I call Bapak Dr. Muhammad Iksan, Vice Rector NAROTAMA-UMAHA-UNIV to close this session. Bapak Iksan?
Okay, Pak Joko. Okay, Pak Joko.
Yeah.
Yes, before that.
Yeah, you can close, Ibu Ani, if there is no.
Yes. We will have some announcements before we close this seminar. Thank you very much for leading this session for the keynote speeches. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, before we will close this seminar, we would like to announce the best presenters for each rooms. So I would like my colleague Pak Amrun to share, please. Ding, 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 ding. This is the moment of truth. Okay, so these are the best presenters for room 1. Congratulations to Angki Sudrijanto from Institute Teknologi Sains dan Bisnis Mambaul. I'm sorry, I cannot see the Mambaul Falah maybe ini ya.
Mambaul Falah.
Okay, and then Mufah Royin from Universitas Muhammadiyah Metro. Congratulations also for Vini Aprilianti from Bapeda Provinsi Jambi, Pupu Saiful Rahmat from Universitas Kuningan, Jawa Barat, and then Siti Ajiza from Brawijaya University. Okay, congratulations for best presenters in room 1. Now best presenters for room 2. Yes, here we go. Best presenters for room 2. Congratulations to Ahmad Kartiko Buwono from STI Rahmaniyah Sekayu, M. Rialdi Syaputra, Bapeda Provinsi Jambi, Muhammad Fatoni from Universitas Peradaban, Santos Priyadi from Universitas Indonesia, and Ade Oni Siagian from Universitas Bina Sarana Informatika. Okay, congratulations for best presenters from room 2. Okay, please give applause. Yay. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget that we will still have the second day of our international seminar tomorrow at the same time. And we will have leader speeches. So people having professional contributions in their field will be sharing with us tomorrow. We will still also have international keynote speeches as well. And after this, I would like to invite maybe Dr. Musnaini or Pak Iksan to just give a foreword before we close and to officially close the seminar. So whether it will be Pak Musnaini or Pak Iksan maybe? Okay, before Pak Iksan will convey the speech to close the seminar, I would like to convey the certificates. The first is for Bapak Joko Suyono PhD as the moderator and committee for the seminar. Congratulations, thank you very much.
Thank you, Ani.
Okay, and next is the certificate for Bapak Agus Sukoco STMM as the moderator and committee also for the seminar. Thank you very much, Pak Agus. The next, we have the certificate for Dr. Musnaini SAMM as moderator and committee of the seminar. Next, we have Bapak Muhammad Samsi Eskom. Thank you very much for being the moderator and committee for the seminar. And then to my colleague, Bapak Amrun Roshid STMM. Thank you very much for being the moderator and committee for the seminar. Oh, to myself, thank you. I don't have to announce this one, right? Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, again, I would like to remind you, please do stay tuned for our seminar the next day, which is tomorrow, exactly at the same time. We will still have experts to share with us, professional experts, we call it in leader speeches, and also international figures will be talking in our international keynote speeches. Now, to officially close the seminar, I would like to invite maybe Bapak Musnaini or maybe Pak Iksan, or we still have something to display? No, ya? Okay.
Baik, terima kasih.
Okay.
Ibu Ani, thank you very much for your guidance this international first international World Conference Adri in Universitas Jambi. I think alhamdulillah in the first day we can do all keynotes, all presenters, all moderators. First also from rectors sessions is do very well. So well done and thank you very much for all participants. Also, from our Google form, we have more than 400 participants join this conference, World Conference. So don't forget tomorrow, our schedule will start in 8 AM morning atau jam 8 pagi. There will be the leaders speech dari Gubernur Bengkulu, kemudian ada beberapa bupati di Jambi dan Bengkulu, serta anggota DPRD yang akan memberikan sharing and knowledge about the economic management and social science. Okay, thank you very much for all attendees this World Conference. Terima kasih.
Okay, thank you, Pak Iksan. And ladies and gentlemen, the foreword from Pak Iksan is officially closing our first day of the seminar of the first Universitas Jambi Adri World Conference in Management and Social Sciences. And we will see you again tomorrow at 8 a.m. with leader speeches and more international keynote speeches up to come. So thank you. I'm Ani signing off. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Rekodnya kan di sana.
Amron, sertifikat saya di email. Amron.
Siap.
Ya, tinggal tunggu di email. Oke, siap.
Ini online teko Blitar iki.
Gua lagi greges disuruh online iki. Wis.
Terima kasih banyak Prof Idrus.
Ya, sama.
Oke, saya akan OTW ke Surabaya.
Lama tak ketemu Pak Sembang.
Luar biasa.
Bagus.
Thank you Prof Idrus. Aman tak suwe nih.
Ya, nih bagus. Tapi Kak, saya ada masalah dengan itu yang mau menilai itu paper tuh. Itu gimana ya?
Tak apa.
Nanti beritahu lah.
Review jurnal.
Kasih remark aja Prof.
Ya. Insyaallah.
Anak muda Prof ini.
Ya kena rehat hari ini, cukup rehat. Esok lagi 1 hari panjang.
Ini Prof Idrus ini kapan ke Indonesia ini ya? Nanti kita ajak ke Taman Safari lagi. Taman Safari after COVID lebih seru.
Oke, terima kasih, Prof.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalamualaikum.